Terror.
There we go. Oh, I forgot to put Tyler's thing in. Hi, everybody.
Do we get a 2-1? Here we are.
Doing
We did
terror.
not get 2-1. We just got
terror.
the two and one were implied. I always give them a 5, 4, 3, and let the imagination do the rest. All right, let me put
That's not
Tyler's.
how math works.
That's true. Strictly speaking, that is true. Yeah, let me put Tyler in here.
Well, I suck at math, so.
Yeah, I always just have computers do all my math. All of those teachers who said that you wouldn't have a calculator in your pocket all the time were liars. All right, there we go. Now we
Is
can
that a calculator in your pocket, or are you doing addition?
Oh my God.
Neither. I'm just happy to see you.
Oh,
Talk about
A
exponential
third
growth.
option.
Hello!
Now
That's an innuendo.
that equation will put an eye out.
Oh my God.
Good Lord.
Jesus
We are
Christ.
starting spicy. We are starting strong.
Right off the bat.
Better not bring your kids.
My cosign on all these puns.
How are you guys feeling tonight?
I see what you did there, Trevor.
Thank you, Daniel.
That was a nice
I missed it.
tangent you went on.
Took me a minute.
I'm gonna bite the fuck out of this pickle in about 20 minutes.
Well, I just tonight we are really gonna get spicy tonight. I just grabbed one of my all-time favorite beers. I got a King Sue
Wow.
out of the cooler.
I
just walked over to the beer store and picked them up.
I just grabbed the whole box just so I wouldn't have to go anywhere.
Campbell, I don't want to see one glass. I just want to see.
Just slap the box.
Depending on how things go.
Slap the bag.
Slap the bag.
That's why I grabbed my biggest beer.
Slap it good.
Wait, is that closer to the camera, or is that actually the same distance as your face? And
No,
it's just
this is the same size as my face.
Wow.
This is a
That
nice
is not a trick of the eye, people. That's just
32-ounce beer. Right
That's
here.
a big ass oil can you got there.
Wow! Wow!
All right.
We are mildly bananas tonight. I feel that.
Mildly. It's the dance party. Every time I do a dance party,
it's the dance party and like exhaustion, like next level exhaustion. I think we all raced here.
Yeah,
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the adrenaline.
There's electricity in the air.
Yeah, absolutely. Energy.
Well,
everywhere.
gang, we should give a quick shout out to. I think we should give a shout out to Modern Artifice. Yeah.
We should indeed.
Let's give a big hello to Modern Artifice. Let's give them those jingle jangles. Oh, and drop them all over my desk.
There we go.
Modern Artifice sent us these beautiful hollow metal dice, and if you go on their Etsy shop, etsy.com/shop/modernartifice, and use code GOON10 at checkout, you get 10% off an awesome set of dice for you or a very lucky loved one of yours, or a random stranger. That's an ominous gift to give somebody on the street. Here. Just let their imagination run wild.
Take this bag of math rocks and we shall ne'er speak again.
I don't know if you can tell, but there is a skull octopus in the middle of this dice.
Yeah, these ones are very Cthulhian. Let's see what else. Oh, so what? Meanwhile, speaking of, Tyler, why don't you tell me, Tyler? We should have. One of us has to go change, Tyler.
Oh,
embarrassing.
I was spying on you. I just wanted to match.
Speaking of Etsy shops, we have one too. Etsy.com/shop/criticalfaildm, where you can get an awesome T-shirt like this one, which features all of the characters from the STRAHDCAST, as well as some really cool stickers, such as the ones that Campbell is showing off, with my face on it, and that one with that thing Trevor always likes to say.
You do like to say that.
It's kind of a big deal.
Oh wow, new stickers? Maybe. Also, while I'm plugging stuff, don't forget we are one episode in. 2 days from today, that's going to be Friday the 18th, is episode 2, book 2 rather, of Country Roads, a Ladies of D&D Bloodlines and Black Magic stream featuring me as Lucille Smith, an 18-year-old rebellious teenager who just wants so badly to be a mix between Gwen Stefani, Hayley Williams, and some famous field hockey player. I can't name any because I don't know.
Yes.
Yes.
And last but not least, last little bit of housekeeping I should take care of is just to tell you all again that we are playing Call of Cthulhu, which is an eldritch horror role-playing game set in the Cthulhu mythos. Lots of Lovecraftian horrors and potentially some triggering adult content. So if you are someone who has some things that are sensitive topics to you, just know that none of us will be offended if you need to take a minute to go take care of yourself before returning. And if you don't come back in time for the end of the stream, never fear. This goes up on our YouTube channel with a 5-day delay, and also on the audio goes on our patron-only RSS feed with pretty much no delay at all. Speaking of our patron-only RSS feed, Campbell and Ned have just put a whole bunch of work into creating a brand new podcast for that stream called Goon Talk. Do either of you want to talk a little bit about that? Tell the gaggle in case they don't know.
Sure do. Hell yeah.
We have a new podcast talk show hosted by me and Ned, and on each episode, we debrief about the episode of the STRAHDCAST that most recently aired. We're trying to get new episodes out on Fridays, and so every Friday we'll be talking about the episode that premiered that past Sunday. And then this week, if you have already listened to the first episode, you have Friday's episode to look forward to, where we didn't have a guest, so Ned just interviewed me about Winnie, and so we got some deep Winnie lore this week.
And there's some great questions from the gaggle that we answer as well. So your questions will be answered. But yes, every Friday you can look forward to it.
Just another opportunity to interact with the goons and get your questions answered and find out more about what makes us tick.
Yes.
Yeah. So, question for the goons: what's your favorite constellation?
Oh my god.
Ooh. The Big Dipper.
Mine too, Tyler.
You know,
that's a good one.
You can't go wrong.
Mostly because I only know pretty much the Little and the Big Dipper, and I picked the big one.
The Big Dipper, which contains Polaris, the North Star, which has guided humanity for millennia.
Thanks, P.
Yeah,
I do. I like the Big Dipper as well because I remember, you just triggered a memory for me where my Nana and Pop-Pop, my grandparents, showing me in the sky where the Big and Little Dipper were. I like that one.
Ew.
Go ahead, Ned.
I think I have to go with Ursa Major. I definitely like me a big old bear in the sky, you know?
Ursa Major, which contains the Big Dipper.
Oh.
And I get to look at the Big Dipper every time I check it out.
We love
There you
her.
go. Easiest way to find it,
worlds.
I think. Oh, yes, that's right. Queen Moon corrected me. You are correct. Polaris is at the tip of the tail of Ursa Minor, the Little Dipper. I just always get them confused because I use the Big Dipper, like the two ends of the big, like the far end of the ladle. I follow those to find Polaris, and that's why I always get them confused. So thank you, yes, for that minor correction.
Trevor, do you know a lot about stars? You know a lot about birds.
Trevor
I don't
knows a
know
lot
as
about many
much about
things.
stars as I do about birds. But I have a number of actually favorite constellations because turning an individual into a constellation was like the good ending for Greek heroes. That you know, like if it's a video game with branching paths, being turned into a constellation is the good ending. And so I think.
Sorry, Trevor. Hold on 1 second. Dan, we're getting some background audio from you. I think.
Is that me?
Is it you?
I hear
Who
tunes.
else could it be? It might be. Is it Tyler?
What is
I was just jamming. I don't know
who is
that
playing that.
Where's that coming from?
Oh, it was me. Whoops.
Okay.
Daniel.
All right. Let me make sure I don't have it. Okay. Let me make sure I have everyone unmuted now. Okay. Sorry. Yes. Anyway. Sorry. Trevor, you were saying turning into constellations.
Yeah, it's that's pretty much the best you could hope for. Most Greek heroes die a tragic, usually ironic death. But being turned into a constellation is a pretty good way to go. So, like, you know, Cetus, Andromeda, any of those, any of the ones that had it, because the constellation is just like a happy ending, and that's something.
Yeah.
That's something.
Would
sweet.
you say perhaps it's a constellation prize?
Oh!
Wowie,
Yeah, I'd say that.
zowie.
I'd say that. Yeah.
Oh, that hurt
definitely
so
say-
bad. But it hurt because I can't believe I didn't think of it. I was so.
Those are the ones that hurt the most, Trev.
I'm in
The
your
dad
head,
jokes we
Trevor.
missed along the way.
Dan, any favorite constellations? Have we heard from you yet?
I was gonna say Orion, because you know
Is it-
it has Beetlejuice in it.
Mhm.
It has a
does.
bunch of stuff, you know, and it's big. Orion's a thick boy.
There's a lot of love for Orion in the chat as well.
You know, he's up there like shooting stuff. Like
Mhm.
I'm with it.
Mm-hmm. In fact, he's
God.
He's kind of aiming at my favorite constellation. Mine is Taurus.
Trevor's a Taurus.
Did you know?
And that is as specific as I'd care to be. Shall we start the game?
Funny. Just saw where that went.
Oh, I get it, because Tauruses are stubborn.
Because Taurus is what?
Never mind.
I feel like
we are firing on all cylinders tonight. Pow pow!
Yeehaw.
I feel like I have to catch up, so let me just.
Why don't you just do that?
Just catch up with it. It's not a quantitative type of madness. You just sort of decide you're there and you're there. Well, friends. With that, let's see. Let's take a little moment to cheers, goons. Welcome to episode 11.
Yeah.
And all of the craziness that will ensue. One more thing I should say is that I really feel like we're coming in on the end of the adventure here. It's possible that it could end tonight. I think it's more likely that it will end next week, but this could very well be, depending on how quickly we move and how quickly things go. This could be the last episode of Madness and Mercy. So, with that, let's take a little moment, y'all. So yeah, let's have our little cheers. Let's have our ding ding.
Cheers.
I might have done that already.
Don't kill me, Kay.
I promise nothing. And let's take our little moment. Let's remind ourselves and each other that we are safe and loved and supported. And then once we feel secure in that knowledge, if you can just extract it from yourself and put it into a neat little box just out of arm's reach so that you know where it is in case you need to grab it if you're feeling too vulnerable, but far away enough that you can forget about it in those moments where you can just really dive in. So yeah, take that moment, take that deep breath, and we'll dive in. So, who would like to tell us the story of last week from the perspective of their investigator? Who can fill us in on where we were and where we've gotten to?
God, last week feels like a year ago.
It does feel like a year ago.
We went to the steakhouse, and we planned this really complicated infiltration scheme, which ended up not being necessary whatsoever. But I'm glad we did the planning anyway. And so we went into the office, Felix's office, and found some clues. We found some papers which mentioned someone that Hugsley knew, and also mentioned another professor from the university. So that was the clue we followed up on. We then went to the university, and Hugsley got us into the observatory and also into Professor Hart's office, I believe was their name. Yes?
That's right.
Which then got us then the home address of Professor Hart. So we went to go talk to them, and their butler was being a real dick about it.
And Kay didn't want us to go in, and Trevor said, "Too bad."
Yeah, that is exactly how that.
Where we are.
Trevor gave him the people's elbow.
Sorry,
I loved it. We also found in the steakhouse, everybody working in the kitchen had a funky eye, including Elmer himself. And then upstairs we found 6 sleeping people with their belongings. And it looks like nobody is coming in and out of the steakhouse at the moment. No employees.
All the workers there seem to be on a day-night shift.
Yeah, they seem to be a little wonky in the head.
It's true.
And so here we stand. Yeah, that's where we are.
Yeah, that more or less covers it unless anyone else has any other details. But
let's do this B&E, baby. Let's go.
Let's do it.
A sensible B&E.
So
all in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Before we do, I want to just I want to sort of take us back, take a little step back into a flashback.
Oh no! Oh boy.
So, you know what? Set the mood here a little bit. That's too loud.
That's adagio.
All right, let's see. Yeah, maybe a little more than that. Get this volume level accurate. Okay. So, you know what? Actually, this does not suit the mood at all. This is terrible.
That is not what I was going for whatsoever.
No, that is not at all what I was going for.
Oh, here we
That's
go.
what I hear when I punch Butler.
Somebody.
Oh my god.
It was 2003.
Smash Mouth.
Record scratch. Little did I know. Okay, sorry. Let's go back a little bit. We'll just do this a cappella. We open, slowly crawling along the floor, covered in dreary gray carpeting. Our perspective slowly slides up, and we find that we're between two towering shelves covered in books. These are the lonely, dimly lit stacks at the Mayfield University Library. Continuing to crawl forward, we slowly turn around and find that we're being followed by Hugsley Lacker. Hugsley has an armful of books and is scanning the shelf, looking for another. He finds the volume he's been searching for, plucks it off the shelf, and adds it to the precariously stacked pile under his left arm. With a satisfied grin, having found all of the books he needed, he turns around to make his way back down to the front desk to check them out. The moment he completes his about face, he freezes, then looks back in the direction he was walking. He sees a young man sitting at a desk, book open in front of him. He looks familiar. He looks like somebody hasn't seen in a long time, despite having the wrong color hair. Hugsley, you say the following.
Oh, shit!
It's happening in the chat.
Oh no.
Gray? Is that you?
Man doesn't turn. Hugsley is unconvinced. Slowly approaches the man.
Gray.
This time the man does turn, wearing a confused look on his face. Hugsley finds himself confused. This man looks, if not like Gray, like someone who bears a resemblance to Gray. The man continues to look at him, and Hugsley stares. I'm sorry, I think it got me confused for someone else.
Oh, my apologies. For a moment there, I thought you were somebody that I know. Sorry to bother you.
The man casually waves and continues reading his book. Hugsley, still feeling confused and perhaps a little uneasy, turns again to find the stairs. As he opens the door, he looks back one last time, just in time to see a figure hurriedly disappearing into the rows of books. Hugsley unsuccessfully tries to shake off the sudden bout of nervousness and heads for the stairs. Blackout. Investigators.
Wait, may I let them know what just happened to us?
Let who know what just happened to who?
The Goons,
Whom?
this whole setup, this surprise.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, of course. Giving away as much or as little as you'd like to, Dan. Go ahead and fill in the rest of the Goons in the gaggle.
Yeah, so literally, moments before we went live, Kay goes, does everyone have their chat available in our streaming thing? And we're like, yeah, why? And they go, don't worry about it. And so during this, they were sending us lines to read. That's bananas. Bananas, Kay. I'm cheesing from ear to ear.
I'd like to keep you on your toes. Investigators. Speaking of keeping people on their toes, we are now in the aftermath of you all keeping me very much on my toes. You find yourselves standing on the front porch of a beautiful old Victorian house. And as we jump in like en medias res, as Dicky's fist is cocked behind him, ready to launch forward at the jaw of this butler who has just been so very rude to you. Dicky. Yeah. Why don't you go ahead? I think I asked you to roll last week, but if you didn't or you don't remember, that's fine. You can re-roll it. But
I don't remember.
Go ahead and roll against your fight for all skill for me. Let's see how this goes.
How old is this butler?
Old enough to get a fist, that's what I'm saying.
He's probably in his late 50s.
Yeah, that is a a 32, which is not a critical success, but a better than normal success.
Okay, so hard success.
What do you call it?
A better than normal
Success.
More, even better success than a normal one.
It goes success, hard success, extreme success, critical success.
Oh, we got
So
it.
you got it.
I'm hard for success. Sorry, carry on.
Cut the mic! Cut the mic!
You
Roll
too,
damage.
Trevor.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And that's how we get canceled.
Boy shit.
Boy shit.
Roll damage, Trevor.
Sorry, I'm usually better about boy shit. Anyway, carry on.
Hashtag bullshit. No, you carry on. Roll damage.
Uh-huh. Oh yes. How much is damage?
So that should be your unarmed skill plus your damage bonus.
1d3 plus damage bonus. Okay, great. How do you roll a d3? I guess it's just a d6, isn't it?
You could either do a d6 or you can re-roll a d4 if you get a 4.
Roll a
Those are my two preferred methods.
So that's 2 damage plus another d6. Ooh. So that's 8 total.
Oh my god. Damage?
Yeah.
Did you just kill a man with your fist?
I'm not trying to kill him.
That's a lot of damage.
How'd you do so much damage?
Well, I got it. The D3 was a 2, and then I get a D6 for my damage bonus, which was a 6.
Because he's a fucking ex-military guy.
Because I'm a soldier.
Trevor. Dicky.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I don't want to kill him. I pull my punches.
You have taken this man so utterly by surprise.
Okay.
He
You have
doesn't have
taken
he
his
does
life.
not he does not have a moment's notice to dodge or fight back. Your fist flies through the air and connects with his jaw. His head turns and you hear a sickening crack,
Oh,
and he crumples to the floor at your feet.
Oh.
oh.
I look at the body, I look at Dicky, and I go, Benny, you grab the legs, I'll grab the arms.
Oh my god.
And I
No
grab
way.
it and I look at Dicky. I go, get the gas and matches, and then we start carrying him around to the side of the house.
What in the hell? No, we do not. I lean down and check his pulse.
Sweetie.
After a moment of checking his pulse, sweetie, you find that there is none.
Oh my god.
Dicky,
I didn't.
I need you to roll a sanity check.
Oh.
Murdered this old man with your bare hands.
Oh.
I think I fail it on purpose.
Let's
Is there a
let the-
non-lethal damage?
the dice
Is
decide.
there non-lethal attacks?
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It happened.
Decided not.
That's so wild. When I was trying to figure out, I was like, what should his HP be? He's not like a fighter. He's not like those tough guys at the barn. Let's say I'll give him an 8.
Oh god. Oh god.
Just
Isn't
nailed
that
it.
really low? Like I'm 12.
It's,
Yeah, but
it's
he's
pretty
in his
low,
50s.
but like he's an older guy. Yeah.
He's old.
So how does sanity go? It's
So
marked
roll-
on the
Yeah, roll against your current sanity score.
And am I trying to get over it or under it?
For a check, you want to go under. Well, I want you to go over, but you probably want to go under.
Oh my
What
god!
are we, like 10 minutes into this stream? What
I
the
got a-
fuck?
I got a 1.
Crit success. I don't know if you get anything for that. I kind of don't think you do. You get a crit success. You don't even flinch.
Oh my gosh.
You're back in the trenches, Dicky. You're in battle as far as you're concerned. This guy's just an unfortunate casualty, but you got to move on.
Okay, so I hit the guy in the jaw and he drops, and there's like just a moment. It's not even half a breath before like he's off and moving again. But as he just stares down at this man he just killed by accident, it's like it could be a month, it could be a year. He just looks at this man, but it's no more than half a breath.
Yeah.
And then he just looks back at the rest of you. Come on, we got a job to do. Let's go.
Oh god.
Benny, grab the legs. I'll get the arms.
I look away from whatever is happening and I walk straight into the house.
I figure at this point, we're probably just going to pull him inside, right? And close the door behind us. We'll figure out what to do with him later.
Not a bad idea.
Buddy's going to do a spot hidden check on the body. He wants to search the body.
Sure.
How does a 7 under 45 play?
Pretty well. Well enough that you are confident that he doesn't really have much of consequence on him. He might have like a little bit of money, a corkscrew. I don't know. Nothing out of the ordinary.
How much money?
$10.
All right. Buddy takes the $10. And he looks at Sweetie and he goes, well, it's not like he's going to use it anymore. You want some?
Absolutely not.
All right, suit yourself.
This has nothing to... You said that we got a job to do, and this has nothing to do with the job we got to do.
Yeah, she's right, buddy. Come on. Stop picking through the dead. Let's keep moving.
All right. So you find yourselves in the opening foyer. I was like, foray? That's the wrong word. In this opening foyer of this neat, well-appointed, borderline opulent house. There are it's just like a long hallway with like a sort of a grand stairway in the middle, a few doorways on either side. It's
I walk
probably
in.
probably some of them are open. There's like a living room and like a dining room that you can probably see right away.
I walk in just sort of robotically, and when I get to the sort of center of the foyer, I stop. I swing my canvas bag off my shoulder and I lay it down, and I just kneel down. I unzip it. I start taking out the rifle and like checking the bolts and just like putting in a clip, and like maybe the sounds of me putting the gun together kind of echo all around the place. And while I'm not even looking at my hands, I'm not even looking at the gun as I do it. They're just so practiced. It's just such muscle memory that he's like preparing this weapon. And as I'm preparing it, I just look around and I say, Professor Hart, we would like a word with you.
He could and probably has done this blindfolded many times. So you call out, and much like the sounds from this gun, all this like kind of clicking around and echoing. This is the wrong kind of gun, but I have some sounds for this. Oh wait, that's the fire. Never mind.
Professor Hart,
suddenly it goes off in his hands, and it hits Buddy in the neck.
Oh God! Hey, we know it works. I thought those were the. Oh wait, I meant these ones.
There you go.
That works.
That's a revolver, but yeah.
Buddy will pull out his 38 special. And he flicks it open, looks at the bullets, flicks it closed, and he looks at Benny and he goes, "Here, just in case you need these." And he hands him the knuckle busters.
Yeah, Benny puts them on and loads up.
Hey, you got a permit for those guns?
I don't think the safety's on, Benny.
Yeah.
Wow!
These babies aren't legal anywhere.
Hugsley's going to do something. Hugsley is walking towards Dicky, and he's like walking as loud as possible so he doesn't surprise him. And when he gets behind Dicky, he clears his throat, and then he puts a hand on his shoulder, and he goes, "Do you know where you are?"
What?
Do you know where you are?
Yeah, we're looking for Professor Hart.
Where are you right now?
Looking for Professor Hart.
You're not on a battlefield, friend.
Hey, whoa. What's with the attitude here?
It's all right. There's no attitude here. All I'm saying is take a breath. Something awful has just happened. Let's not rush and have another awful thing happen.
I can't. If I take a breath, you could escape in the time it takes to take a breath. Professor Hart, get out here!
Are there stairs? Is there an upstairs?
There is an upstairs.
I take off running up the stairs.
Ooh,
Okay.
I'm going too.
Sweetie,
You spooked the
Sweetie,
girl, Dicky. Dicky, you
Sweetie.
spooked the girl. This is no way to be, friend.
Sweetie, wait up! And then Sweetie and Buddy is gonna chase after Sweetie, rushing up the stairs.
On the contrary, I like her initiative. And I start heading up the stairs too.
And I'm just kind of anachronistic is not the word, but just kind of ill-fitting with the situation. Sweetie's kind of hustling up the stairs, going, "Excuse me, excuse me."
And
Sound of gun.
yeah, I'm like, Sweetie, let me get in front of you. Hold on, Sweetie.
All right.
Hugsley stays downstairs and he's looking around. He wants to. Can I roll a spot hidden?
Yeah. Go ahead. So you're still downstairs.
I got a 7.
All right.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, you can see.
Yeah, that's an extreme success.
Indeed, it is. So you can see that this whole floor, and I think you even can kind of like poke your head around into the sort of like dining room and the living room, and you can see that the whole house is very neatly kept, very clean, and the first floor, which is everything that you can see with that roll, is totally empty.
And there's nothing to catch or find.
The things of note. I think the only thing of note, aside from like the staircase up, is that there is what appears to be a basement door down.
Hugsley's going to open the basement door.
Okay. You look down, and it's there is some light coming from down in the basement.
Oh.
Hugsley's going to go down.
Okay. Is everybody else upstairs?
Yeah.
Everybody else is going up.
Yeah,
Okay.
unless he says something.
Okay.
And Hugsley's gonna take off his shoes and stealthily.
Okay. Taking off your shoes. Okay.
Hugsley loves taking off his shoes.
It's true. It's kind of a signature move of his.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's follow Hugsley first. Hugsley, you're going down the steps, and yeah, you can see that there's like this sort of dull, like old timey kind of buzzy electric light coming from somewhere. And let's see. Let me make sure I have. Yeah. So the stairs are, old wood. It's probably the only part of the house that is not like meticulously maintained, or at least it doesn't look that way because the steps are very dusty. Everything in this basement is very, very dusty. So you're making your way down, and you turn to the right, and at the bottom of the steps, you turn to the right, and you see that again down here, everything is incredibly dusty. But you see the source of the light. You see that one sort of like dull, buzzing electric light up top, like on the ceiling. Excuse me. You see that that one dull light, sort of electric buzzing. At the far end, you see a very like rough looking. Thank you, whoever just turned that off. You see like a very rough looking wooden door at the far end of the basement. And when you're down here, it's not like a big wide open space. It's kind of sectioned off. But there's really only two ways off this main area. You see that one sort of larger door, and then sort of back behind the steps, you see another kind of rough wooden door on but just to look at them, the big rough wooden door that you can see all the way across is like against the what you think would be like the exterior wall of the house, like where the footprint kind of ends. The other, let's just say it's smaller, just to distinguish between the two, the smaller door is on some what look like hastily put up walls. Oh, I misspoke. There are 3. The third looks very similar to the second, same size. So like there's a big door and 2 small doors. The second of the 2 small doors is locked, like padlocked.
I'm going to go over to Hugsley. Hugsley takes a second,
And he goes, all right, which door? Trouble comes in threes. Let's go with number 2.
So that's the first of the 2 small doors I described? Okay. So that one is unlocked. You open that door, and it's very dark in here. It takes a moment for your eyes to adjust. But once they do, looking down on the floor, you see 12 little bedrolls on pallets. And as you look further into the room, you see that 4 of them are occupied.
Man, these people love taking naps. Hugsley, can I see anything other than the bedrolls?
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to see. As soon as your eyes sort of get used to the darkness, that's all that you see. You just see 12 like evenly spaced out little pallets just to keep these like bedrolls off the floor. The 12 bedrolls, and in the far end of the room, the 4 farthest bedrolls from the door are occupied. They have sleeping people in them.
Okay, I'm going to quietly back out and close the door. I'm going to go in my bag, and I'm going to pull up my notebook, and I'm going to write down what I saw in there. 12, 4 empty, and then I'm going to I'm going to draw the 3 doors, cross out the one that's locked, circle the one that I was just in, and then I draw a little question mark above the first one, and I crack it open to see what's in there.
So this is the big door?
Mm-hmm.
When you crack open the big door, you see the image that I'm about to put on the stream.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh, no.
Oh god.
Oh God.
Oh, okay, it's a tunnel.
Woo!
I see a tunnel.
Secret tunnel in the basement.
In the dungeon.
You know,
my
Hugsley's
God.
going. You know he's going.
Are you going alone?
He's going.
All right.
He
Let's
tried
pause.
slowing people down and having a talk.
Let's pause here for a
man.
moment. So Hugsley is about to walk alone down the super spooky basement tunnel. Let's cut to the second floor.
Yeah.
Where we currently find everybody else. We have very unevenly split the party.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sweetie, I believe, was sort of leading the charge up there, with Benny then insisting that she allow him to go first. Up here, you see sort of evenly spaced. Like this is sort of like just a long hallway from the front of the house to the back of the house. You see at where the front of the house would be, like this sort of grand window that opens up over the driveway. In the back, there's like a smaller, more modest window overlooking the gardens. And just like 3 like nice looking wooden doors on either side. And then at the top of or sort of like if you come up the stairs and go around to the where, so that you're directly above the bottom of the stairs, there's another door. This one does not look as not as uniform as the other ones. You get the impression that the other ones are like bedrooms and bathrooms, and that this one, just based on the shape behind it, must go up to like an attic.
Yes. I'm gonna turn and look at Benny, and then look up to where you said up further, or on the same level. This stranger looking door.
Sorry, can you say that again? I'm not sure if I'm not sure if everyone couldn't hear you, or if that was just me.
Oh, can y'all hear me?
Yep.
That door that you said looks a little different from the other ones. You said is that further up a level, or is that's on the same level as everything else?
It's on the same level as the other doors, but you get the impression that it leads up to an attic.
Okay. Y'all, we're looking for a telescope still. Do we want to go up?
That door looks promising.
Sure.
Sounds like a plan to me.
As we're about to go, I turn and I say, where's Hugsley?
I thought he was right behind us. Hugsley!
Meanwhile, as Hugsley is Ryan Reynoldsing his way through the Amityville horror right below us.
Really?
I don't know.
All right. You guys stay here. I'll go look for Hugsley. I'll be right back.
I want to stay together.
Well, we already lost one of us behind us, so what do you want me to do?
Stay together.
You want us to just leave Hugsley behind?
I don't know. I just want to keep moving forward.
All right, you three move forward. I'm going to go get Hugsley. And Buddy's going to turn around. He's going to walk down the stairs, and he's going to go look for Hugsley.
Okay. Question for Hugsley. Do you think you would have left the basement door open?
Yeah.
Okay. So that just means, Buddy, that it's probably pretty clear where he went.
Cool. So I walk down the stairs, and I see the basement door open, and I go, right, of course. And he kind of goes down the stairs, and as he's walking down the basement stairs, he's like, Hugsley! Hugsley, you down here?
Do you say anything, Hugsley?
Do I hear? I guess I should roll a listen.
So no, I don't think you have to. So if you're saying this at the door, I think you'll be able to hear him. You don't have to roll. So I think, we're sort of like doing two scenes at once. So I think while you were like checking that room and deciding to go into the tunnel, was when all that other stuff was happening upstairs. So I think right around the time you were about to go into that second door is when Buddy comes down and you call to him.
Okay, so like I open the door and I'm about to go through, and I hear Buddy's heavy feet, and I hear him yelling, and I go,
Hugsley!
I go, oh shit, and I try to run up, and I'm running up, and I'm like, shh, there's more people sleeping downstairs, and there's some kind of secret tunnel.
There's a tunnel down there.
Yeah, I'm checking it out. Want to come with me?
But the other three upstairs, we found a secret door leading upstairs.
A secret door to
like the attic. I don't know. I got a bad feeling about this place, Hugsley. I think we might want to stick together.
I don't know, buddy. They seem a little hot. Seems a little cooler downstairs.
Buddy and Hugsley, give me a listen check.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. No lie, I got 3 zeros.
That's 100.
That's a 100. That's a critical fail.
Oh, that's 100?
Yeah, that's a crit fail.
But I got a 14 under 45.
Okay.
Wait, how's it 100?
So it's a tricky thing with the dice. You can either do that. It's either all zeros is 100 or 90 0 is 100, but that's dumb. So I like to do it all zeros is 100.
Okay.
Because you can't roll a 0. It always has to be on a scale from 1 to 100. So the 0 just becomes 100. So Hugsley, you do not hear this. But Buddy, as you're having this conversation, maybe it happens, maybe this sound occurs as Hugsley is speaking, so he's unable to hear. He's focusing on what he's saying. But Buddy, ever so faintly, from within the tunnel, it sounds very far away, but very quiet. It sounds like whispering. It sounds like this.
Buddy, why are you making that face?
Hugsley, did you hear that?
Hear what?
All right, listen, Hugsley, I like your idea about downstairs, but I definitely don't want to go down there just the two of us. I think we got to get the rest of the crew and then circle back around. You don't hear that coming down from the tunnel?
Hear what? What are you talking about, boy?
Buddy's gonna instinctively like kind of pull Hugsley away behind him, and just kind of like get his gun ready at the tunnel because he hears it, and Hugsley doesn't.
Buddy, like, are you okay? You feeling all right?
I can't.
I will say mechanically that Buddy, by pointing it out to him, Hugsley, you can effectively push the roll. So why don't you give me that listen check again?
15.
Nice. Fuck yeah. I know you.
Does that sound like any language? Does it sound like an audible language? Would I be able to?
Nope.
No.
It does, however, sound, let's say, a little maddening. Both of you need to roll sanity checks.
Oh, God.
Oh no! Oh fuck! Oh thank God!
I got a 56. I'm good.
I got a 47 under 70.
Wait,
so
does it have to be under or over the sanity?
Under.
For this, you pass if you're under. So
Okay, I'm
you
good.
both pass.
I'm very sane.
Okay. So
I hear that
both...
and I kind of feel like I'm like this. Would it seem like something's kind of pushing into my brain, like from hearing that? Would I?
I don't know if you get the sense that something is pushing into your brain. It's more just that, like, it just kind of, the physics of it doesn't make sense. You're looking deep into this tunnel and you're hearing this whispering that just sounds both so far away, but also like the origin of the sound is so quiet. So you are just so perplexed as to how this quiet sound could be making its way all the way up this tunnel to your ear.
Hugsley goes, well, that's fascinating. How something so quiet and so far away? That don't make any sense.
It ain't right, Hugsley. It ain't right. I'll tell you that. It's
Hugsley
weird.
Hugsley pulls out his notebook, and he starts taking some notes. And he goes, listen, buddy, I'm gonna find out what that is.
Well, why don't we get everybody first, and then we can go figure out what that is? But I don't think that's a good idea to go down there just the two of us, man. Listen, I've been alive a good amount of time on this earth, and I ain't never felt the way I felt when I heard that voice. I think we better get everybody else.
Curiosity's getting the better of me, buddy.
Hugsley, I can't go in there after you, buddy. It's unnatural.
Tell you what, I'll leave some notes behind, and I'll be very careful.
As he says that, I throw open the attic door.
Great.
I rolled for it. If it was over 50, I would have left. If it was under, I was going.
I love that.
All right.
All right. Okay, so we know what Hugsley's doing. What's Buddy gonna do?
All right, buddy, listen. Hugsley, I'm going to go right to the top of the stairs. I'm going to call to the rest of them, and I'll be right back. Can you just wait 1 minute, please?
And while he's waiting, Hugsley's like drawing lines that would like match the rhythm of what he's hearing. He's trying to make sense of it.
Wow. So Buddy will run upstairs and we'll go, hey guys, listen, we found something down here and it's I think it may be what we need. Like from the foyer by the basement.
Got it. Okay. So you're saying that why don't we quickly cut to the upstairs section of the party? And the first thing I'll ask you all to do is roll a listen check to see if you hear Buddy.
Mm-hmm. Well, we would have gone up to the attic as all of that conversation was happening, no?
Yeah, so, I'll still let you roll listen to see if you hear it, because it's a big house. It could be echoing up.
Yeah, I got a 52 under 60.
Okay.
That's a no for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's a no for me because I got 47. I don't think I have any points in listen. No, I don't. Yep. So
Okay.
no.
Okay, so I think that's so. Just remind me, that's a success for Sweetie and a fail for everybody else.
Mhm.
Okay, so Sweetie, you are able to hear Buddy's voice calling down, and remind me what you said, Buddy.
I said, hey, guys, I think there's something down here. You might.
As I put my hand on the doorknob and I hear that and I look back, and then throw the door open.
Okay, so throwing the door open to the attic. Okay. So, first of all, Hugsley, did you tell Buddy that you were going to wait at the entrance to the tunnel for him?
I did, and I do, and I'm
Okay.
and I'm listening and trying to draw a visual representation of what I'm hearing.
You hear it again.
Oh God.
Give me another sanity check, Hugsley.
Oh Jesus Christ.
I do not pass 76 over 63.
Oh no.
So I roll a d6.
That is correct. It's not always a d6, but in this instance, yes, it is.
A 3.
Okay. You lose 3 points of sanity, and you feel, but are able to resist, that curiosity in the back of your head just growing ever so slightly. You almost take a step forward, but then you said, no, I told Buddy I'd wait. And you hold back. Meanwhile, upstairs, Sweetie, you throw open the door to the attic, and all that you see right now is actually very little. Just a window. A window looking out towards, I suppose this would be the back of the house. And to your right, you see, again, just a very simple, almost rough wooden door set into what appears to be hastily put up walls. You're basically in like a little antechamber.
I turn back and look at the guys.
What are we waiting for?
I'll just charge, shoulder down the door.
Yeah, I think Benny runs past me and like at the door and kind of like shoulder checks me a little bit.
So you get ready to do that, Benny. But before you actually make contact with the door, I need all three of you to give me one more listen check.
Oh God. Oh fuck me!
Oh, that one I got.
95.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
That one I got. It's a 14 under 15.
Hey.
Oh gee whiz!
Or
Okay.
a 14 under 20.
Okay.
I got a 21 under 60.
Okay. So, Sweetie and Dicky, as you see Benny like rolling his shoulders and getting ready to bust down this door, you hear from, it sounds like it's on the same level as you, but like back towards the front of the house.
Oh my God.
It sounds like and then you hear a thump, and then like scratching along the floor, like hastily coming very rapidly towards you, and then one more boom against the door. You see the door shake, and you hear just like a gentle slump against the ground.
Wait, from the other side of the door?
From behind the door, yeah.
What the fuck?
What did you guys hear?
So somebody's
something in there.
Yeah.
Holy
So
shit.
let's say this, because I think Benny, you probably didn't hear like the first like that's what you missed with your low roll. The other two did. By the time the screams start getting, and like that was enough for them to be like, whoa, wait. And then as the screams grew louder and you hear this like, I don't know how to make like someone, where's a Foley artist when you need one? I don't know. And you hear like this sort of sliding along the floor. And so you all hear like the louder screams and the sliding and the boom against the door. I see it like dust comes off the door.
I look at Dicky and go, well, am I doing this?
We need Buddy.
But I think as that's happening, I run up to the door and throw myself against it and say, Hugsley!
Sweetie, what are you doing?
Is that him?
No.
Who is that?
He's still downstairs.
Well, I don't know how this
Get
shit
away
works.
from the door. There's something in there.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, Benny will like gently try to pull Sweetie away from
I would
the
not
door.
manhandle Sweetie.
Well,
I wouldn't do it.
That's why I said.
That's why he said gently.
I wouldn't touch her. Don't touch her.
I have
Don't
a
touch
10
her.
fight
I'm
brawl
keeping
now,
my
bitch.
rifle. I'm keeping my rifle trained on the door. Sweetie, get away from the door. Benny, go get Buddy. Go get Hugsley. We need everybody.
I run out from that room and look over the staircase and yell, "Are you okay?"
So you see me down there, right, Keeper?
Yeah.
She sees me down there. My God, I've been calling you for about 5 minutes now. I can't believe you didn't hear me.
There's shit going on upstairs.
Well,
We gotta do one fucking thing at a time. There is hell on that side of the door, and I don't know what the fuck's going on down there.
Well, listen, Hugsley found a tunnel down here, and there's some weird fucking whispering coming from it.
We just heard a man slam up against this door up here.
Well, he's waiting for me down there. He thinks I'm bringing y'all down here to go in that tunnel.
Buddy, get up here.
Benny, fucking open that door.
So I go like halfway down the cellar, and I go, Hugsley, you stay right there. I'll be right fucking back. And then Buddy runs back up the stairs and goes up to where they are.
And at this point, I'm like, fuck it. And I just fucking charge the door. And I'm done waiting around. I shoulder charge that fucking door. I'm finding out what's on the side of it.
We are so fucking fucked.
I feel supremely. I feel in danger.
Oh
Benny,
my God.
Benny, give me an intelligence check.
Oh no!
I don't think we should slam the door up.
Where's that meme that's like,
No, do it.
I'm in danger.
73
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Okay. So you run against the door. Bam! Your shoulder slams into it, and more dust kind of falls off of it. But it doesn't open. You look down and realize it's a pull door.
It's these details in storytelling that matter.
So then I yell, who the fuck's over there? And then I open the door.
Okay. As you open the door, a man's body falls into the antechamber at your feet. It falls down at your feet.
Get ready to punch it. And then I see that he's...
You all look down at this body and see that it is the body of Howard McLintock. His eyes are wide open. He has this face of abject terror painted on, and he's looking straight up, and his right eye is dilated and all bloodshot.
No!
So,
No,
Buddy,
no, no! I throw myself on top of him, and I'm like
Okay.
touching his face and just screaming, "No, no, no!"
Okay, as you do so, sweetie. So you jump down and sort of like pick up his head and put it on your lap.
yeah.
As you're looking at him, as he has this face, just like this
Sweetie.
like terrified stare, looking
Sweetie,
straight
he
up
might
at the
not be
sky.
safe. He might not be safe. You gotta get away from him.
Buddy's
As you're-
instinctively.
So
No!
it takes but a moment. You're looking
go
up,
ahead.
or you're looking at him, and he's looking up, and as you're looking at him, his eye slowly, the pupil shrinks
Sweetie,
until it matches the other one.
get away from him.
The veins in his eyes creep back until they look normal again. And the
Sweetie.
face, the terror on his face, melts back to a normal look. And he looks up
Sweetie.
at you and says, "Oh, hello, sweetie."
Sweetie, back
Howard?
away.
Sweetie, get back. Sweetie, back away from the body.
It's
Sweetie.
me.
What are you doing
fine.
It's
here?
not normal, sweetie.
It's not him, sweetie. It's not him. Get away.
Dicky, if you don't do it, I will, buddy.
No, buddy, put that fucking gun down, sweetie.
Sweetie,
back.
step away from the body.
What are you doing here?
Sweetie, back away from him.
Howard is just like he's. You can tell that his eyes sort of flicker towards the others, as you can tell that he's like conscious of this conversation that's happening. But he looks up at you and says, "I promise, you're not in danger. I'm fine."
Gun down, buddy, sweetie, please.
What do you
I am
mean?
begging you.
Dicky, get her away from that body, Dicky.
He sort of with a bit of an ironic smile on his face, he kind of puts his hands up and like very slowly makes to stand up, like trying to be like, here, look at my hands.
I'll step
very slowly,
really close to him.
Sort of like scoots himself back into the room and like comes up to where he's kneeling, just looking at you all.
What are you doing here?
I'm going to reach into my bag and pull out the kitchen knife. And just hold it like this. What are you doing here?
We could spend a lot of time talking about it. Or I could just show you.
Sweetie.
And he motions to his left, deeper into the room.
Sweetie,
She's got it. She's got it.
Back.
She's got it. Trust
She
her.
does not got it.
She's got it, buddy. Put your
Well, how
fucking
does-
gun down. Tell him, sweetie. Tell him this ain't right.
I'm going to walk up to him and put the knife against his cheek right here.
Okay. He like just looks at you.
Are you really Howard?
Yes. I am Howard McLintock.
What?
I'm
wow.
your husband, sweetie. We met in Kingston, North Carolina, when I was driving a truck full of lumber up to Ohio.
You seem so
came with me.
normal. You haven't talked like this in months.
I know. I'm sorry.
I take my knuckle dusters off and I punch Howard in the face.
No!
What? Why?
Because he's clearly trying to trick her and get her to look at the telescope.
Let her
and you can't
handle it,
trust
for fuck's sake.
anything
Let her,
he
it's her
says.
fucking husband. Let her handle it, you fucking animals.
Dicky.
All right, well, if
I
Dicky
think-
says something when he sees me taking the knuckle dusters off,
I mean, I think the rule is if you say you do it, you do it. Like,
I think, well, okay, the rule is if you say you do it, you are expressing intent, at least in my mind.
well, so there's time when I'm taking the knuckle dusters off that, like, Dicky would see what I'm about to do.
It's her husband. Let her handle it.
Yeah, Dicky has a moment to, at the very least, like put a hand on your shoulder and be like, "Don't."
And I look, and well, because I imagine I'm standing right next to Howard, so I wanted to be close in case he lashed
Well,
out.
so at this point, the way I picture it, like Howard and Sweetie are sort of deeper in the room. You are all like in the entry to this room.
Yeah.
Dicky is
Buddy's got a
probably
clear-
closest.
Buddy's got
So
a
I think,
clear line.
yeah, like Buddy, you're just like right over Dicky's shoulder, and
I'm like, if Dicky's over here, I'm creating a triangle with Dicky.
yeah, cool. All right, so yeah, as Benny like tries to push past Dicky, Dicky is able to be like, "No, don't you do this." So you've got where were we as Howard and Sweetie? Howard is and he just apologized to you. Says,
"Oh my God,
I'm so sorry." So he's looking at you, and you still, I think, just have this knife pressed up against his cheek, and maybe just like a single drop of blood is coming down towards his chin. And he looks at you and he says, "This is bigger than me, sweetie." This is bigger than anything I ever did to you. Or anything you ever did to me.
Mm.
This is bigger than Arnold McDermott. I think you'll agree. There's probably no reason for us to continue our marriage. But I have no ill will towards you. In fact, I see a future where we work splendidly together. All you need do is look. And he again indicates to his left. And you look over, and most of you are in the room by now. And you look to the right, and you see a man sitting by a big, like, round window, looking over, like, towards the front of the house. And he's sitting very calmly, cross-legged, in a simple wooden chair, writing some things down in a notebook. Oh, wait. Sorry. Let me just... Zzz. You look over, and you see, peacefully, piously, with a calm smile on his face,
No.
Father Fitzgerald. Next to Father Fitzgerald is a telescope.
Oh my God.
Pointing out the window.
Oh my God.
Buddy looks over to Dicky and goes, Dicky, I'm
her-
not saying anything else. This don't look right. The whole situation ain't fucking right, Dicky, and you know it.
Yeah, I look over at Dicky and I point at Fitzgerald. I go, that motherfucker threatened my wife. This ends now.
That motherfucker ain't leaving this attic.
And I start
Unless
walking
we got something
over.
to deal with first.
Well,
I
then you
start
need to get
walking
her
over to
away from that
Fitzgerald.
pawn or whatever the fuck that guy is, because that ain't her husband.
Sorry, go ahead, sweetie.
No. Say.
Okay. Seeing you see him, Father Fitzgerald, he's just been standing, like, with his hands sort of, like, clasped together in front of him, very, like, just very, like, in a very, let's say, holy posture. And he just gently, as these guns are turned towards him, gently lifts his hands and addresses you all. Let's not be too hasty now, gentlemen. Surely you wouldn't shoot a man of the cloth.
Hasty. I'll show you fucking hasty. I'll put a hole in you twice the size of Timbuktu. You stay right where the fuck you are.
So he does not move. He sort of gives you like again, hands up. And he looks at you and says, look, sweetie, Howard was right. This is bigger than him, or you, or me, or any of us. Jesus Christ himself is at the other end of that telescope. Do you mean to tell me that, given the chance to gaze upon the great shepherd himself, you would turn away? Deny him like Peter? Betray him like Judas?
Oh my God.
Don't listen to his fucking lies, sweetie.
I'm like, my hand is shaking with the knife in it up against Howard's cheek. And I'm like looking at Fitzgerald and looking back at him. And I just...
Yeah!
slice his cheek, and then I turn and I point the knife at whichever one of these guys is closest to me.
And as she does that, as she
them.
At them,
Campbell.
right?
You.
Us?
Whichever one of you guys is closest to me.
Can anyone else not hear? So she's pointing it at all of you, I think, right?
Yeah, no, I was just, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't know if she was pointing it at Fitzgerald or if she was pointing it at us. So
I
you're pointing
turn
it at us.
away. I turn away from Howard and Fitzgerald and I just slash Howard's cheek. Not
Yeah, so
enough to like not maim him, but just like
you just like jokered him.
Break out of this moment. And then I
want
just
to know
turn.
how I got these scars.
Oh, Jesus.
And I feel like I'm pointing the knife at Benny. And I
Sweetie,
just say,
what?
I want my husband back.
Trust me,
Dicky?
that's what we're all trying to do here, but we gotta fucking end this now. We gotta stop. All they're telling you is lies. We can't believe a single thing they say.
Benny,
Why
step back,
why
buddy.
don't you let me shut this motherfucker up, and then we'll get down to the bottom of it, and I'll point
Benny,
at
step back.
Fitzgerald.
Benny, buddy. Step back, man.
Sweetie, give me a sanity check.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. That's an 87 over, what's my sanity? 60.
I need you to roll a d6.
Oh, boy. Okay. 5.
That makes it. Oh no! Wait, that's
No.
damage.
Take away 5 points of sanity. And sweetie, I now need you to roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
It's okay, sweetie.
Is it about to happen?
Oh, my God.
It
Okay,
might
hold on.
be.
Let me just take away. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck me. I rolled a 90 and a 0
9-0.
over 75.
Yeah. Sweetie, you look at your fellow investigators. Buddy still pointing the gun at, I believe, still at Howard, or
No, Fitzgerald.
at Fitzgerald. Okay. Dicky with his rifle as well. Benny, perhaps the only one who seems like he's maybe stepping back a little bit. You look back at Howard, and when you sliced his face, he let out just like the tiniest little yelp, and kind of like jerked back, but still hands up, took a few like staggering steps towards Father Fitzgerald and the telescope, who are still at the other end of the room. He's not like close to them, but he's closer to them. You look at him, and you look at Fitzgerald, and then your eye falls on the telescope, and you just feel an almost inescapable urge to go look through the telescope.
Is it almost inescapable or is it inescapable?
It's inescapable.
Can I?
It is?
You are suffering, sweetie, from what is known as a bout of madness.
Oh no!
Wait a second! You failed your intelligence check.
Yeah, that's it. That's about a madness.
No, if you fail your intelligence check, then you fail to realize the severity of the situation. I just got so excited.
Yeah, I want you to
sorry.
be excited about what you're excited about.
So, in fact, this it is actually escapable. It's not inescapable, but you still feel that urge.
I'm gonna
It's just up to you whether you want to act on it.
No, you're not, are you?
I'm gonna follow that urge over to Father Fitzgerald with my knife.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put the point of it right here.
Put it up under his chin. Okay.
And I'm gonna say, what does Jesus Christ's face look like?
His hands are still up, and like he too now, just like a single drop of blood starts to trickle down that knife, and he just looks at you and says, "Canst thou bind the sweet influences of the Pleiades, or loose the bands of Orion? Canst thou bring forth Mazzaroth in his season, or canst thou guide Arcturus with his sons? Knowest thou the ordinances of heaven? Canst thou see the dominion thereof in the earth? Canst thou, and he's now looking at everybody, canst thou lift up thy voice to the clouds, that abundance of waters may cover thee? Canst thou send lightnings, that they may go and say unto thee, here we are?
The peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. And let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, to which indeed you are called in one body, and be thankful. Now may the Lord of peace himself give you peace at all times in every way. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your mind in Christ Jesus. And let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, to which indeed you were called in one body, and be thankful. Now may the Lord of peace himself give you peace at all times in every way. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. And let the peace of Christ rule in your heart, to which indeed you were called in one body, and be thankful. Now may the Lord of peace give him you peace at all times in every way.
All right. What the fuck is going on here?
So yeah, you say all that, and he is still just like, he's still shouting and continuing. And you both...
I'm trying to drown out his madness with
This is like
with
Harry
love.
and Voldemort, just with Bible passages.
Yeah, so you both of you come to like this climactic cacophony as your voices grow and like echo through this room, and everyone else is just staring at the two of you, and then he reaches the end of his passage, and you reach the end of yours, and he stands breathing heavily, and his eyes just go back to Sweetie, and he says, Job 38.
I'm gonna look back over at Dicky. I am so confused.
Sweetie, it's a choice. You get to choose. We can make the world whatever we want it to be. We just have to choose it. Mary made a choice. So did Jesus. And now it's your time to make a choice. This ain't it. I don't know if we can get your husband back to you, but I swear to God, as a soldier of Christ, I will try. But I need you on my side if I'm going to do it.
Howard just goes, I'm right here.
Hey, you shut the fuck up. We weren't talking to you.
It's more like, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Why so serious?
Yeah, Buddy in that moment does like the quickest of handoffs, and he switches his gun from his right hand to his and keeps the trace on him, and he's like, "We weren't talking to you. You keep your mouth shut until we talk to you." Yeah.
It's like this practiced maneuver, and he goes,
Go ahead, Dicky. You keep speaking.
We are going to smash that telescope, and then we're going to take Father Fitzgerald, and we're going to take your husband, and we're going to get him help. Okay?
The moment that you say, smash that telescope, Father Fitzgerald, still with that knife pressed against his chin, just goes, no! And he is going to try to grab you, Sweetie.
Fuck! Damn it!
Why?
She has a knife to his throat.
She does. She definitely does.
I will say, listen, what I'll say is I'm a little distracted.
And that's what I was going to say is I had my gun on him just half a second before, and then I switched it over to God damn it!
Okay, all right. So, I will need everybody to give me your deck scores. I'm going to give a plus 50 to Dicky and Buddy. I'm going to give a plus 60 to Sweetie. Okay. Because the three of you have like weapons ready to use.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Sweetie, you have like extra advantage. Well,
what about these weapons?
I know, Benny.
These are always ready. These are the most ready.
All right.
It's fine.
So, all right. Hang on.
So what exactly does that mean?
What exactly happens? All that I'll say for now is that Father Fitzgerald, hands up to the sky, is standing next to this telescope with you holding a knife up against his jaw. As soon as Dicky says, smash the telescope, by the way, before I forget, Dicky, take an inspiration for quoting Bible verses at me. And the moment he says smash the telescope, Father Fitzgerald just lets out like a no, like his calm demeanor just shatters, and he all of a sudden appears like panicked, and he goes like he tries to like grab the knife and grab you. And with that, let's take 5. Oh boy. This is fun.
This is
Gaggle, stay with us. We're going to take 5-ish, 10-ish minutes. We're going to go use the bathroom and let our heart rates return to normal. And we'll see you when we get back. Stay with us. We love you.
I'll be in the chat. Yeet.
And we're back.
Whoa.
Hey.
Oh, I went to the mind screen instead of the regular screen. Okay, there's our faces. Hi,
Instead of
everybody.
the
How are we
telescope,
feeling?
father fighting with a knife to his neck screen.
Who said anything about a telescope? No, we all said a thing about a telescope. How are we all feeling? How are we feeling, Goons?
Fantastic.
Ooh.
Not
Yeah.
great.
Ooh.
Everything's going swimmingly.
Yeah.
I just want to say,
all according to plan.
as all of this starts to go down, Buddy pulls out of his chest
No.
the frozen steak
No.
and throws it to Benny and goes, Sassafras!
Benny punches it into the telescope, knocking it over and breaking
There
it.
we go. End of game. End of game.
We won! We beat
I mean-
Cthulhu!
Hey, I thought the ending I came up with was pretty good, but that's pretty great actually. Maybe we should do that.
I
All right,
kid,
y'all.
I kid.
Hope you enjoyed.
Buddy still has the steak in his chest, but he does yell Sassafras at the top of
Okay,
his lungs.
we'll give him that. All right. Well,
Benny looks around for someone to punch and lets out a quick call.
that's gonna be like his signature move now. If he ever goes back to his boxing career, he's gonna be like, "Caw, pow."
Yes, that's gonna
Canonically, he invented the Falcon Punch.
Sure.
Hey, there you go. Perfect.
I like to call it the crow punch, though. You know?
Right. Yeah, I think Nintendo's gonna like just steal that from you in about 80 years, more like 70 something.
Oh my God, we're
sure.
literally saying that Benny came up with a Nintendo later on, stole it from him.
We've invented a lot over the course of this stream.
It's true. Okay, one quick question, and I want to get back into it, so I don't want this to turn into too much of a discussion. But in case anybody knows off the top of your head, was the Falcon Punch invented for Smash Brothers, or was that part of F-Zero beforehand?
No, it was invented for Smash Brothers.
Okay,
don't
cool.
Even know
Thank
what
you.
that is.
All right.
So great.
His whole moveset was invented for Smash Brothers.
I figured it's a racing game. Like, did we even really know what he looked like?
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
no, he was just a character from F-Zero.
Douglas J. Falcon had no moveset before Super Smash Bros.
Douglas
Show your
J.
moves.
Falcon.
Show your moves.
Anyway,
Oh, I do like the show.
All right, cool.
moves.
Falcon kick. Okay. So why don't let's dive back in.
Oh, boy.
And let's start actually with a quick jump down to the basement. To Hugsley. There's a lot
Dan's
of stuff
face.
going on. There is a whole hell of a lot going on upstairs. I think first I will ask if you are doing your utmost to keep your promise to Buddy and not leave your post.
Well, I'm gonna wait for him. Like I said, I
You're
wouldn't
still
wait
waiting?
forever.
Okay. You still hear that voice, that whispering coming up from the depths of the mine, that and I need you to roll another sanity check.
Oh God.
There's no immunity that builds up.
You're
Nope.
sitting down there with it.
That's a 93, so I failed.
Roll a d6 for me, Hugsley.
Oh, Jeebus.
That's a 5.
Oh Jesus.
no.
And now I need you to roll an intelligence check.
So you want to fail?
Don't
Right.
say. We'll just figure it. Don't say.
55 intelligence, 65 on the die.
Oh my
Good
god.
job.
Kay is going to get her dreams.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Just you wait. All right.
It's like Baby Shark.
You
The
do-
longer you listen to it, the harder it is not to repeat it.
You do still lose 5 sanity points. Make sure you mark that down on your sanity track.
Holy mother of God.
But you fail to grasp the significance of this whispering wafting up through these tunnels into your ears, and you stay put. You say to yourself, I told Buddy I was going to wait for him. I'm going to wait. With that, I need Sweetie, Benny, Dicky, and Buddy to give me your dexterity scores, and you are going to get those bonuses. I think I said a plus 60 for Sweetie. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so Sweetie, let's start with you, Sweetie. What is your initiative plus 60?
So my dex,
Mm-hmm.
my
Plus 60,
dex,
yeah. Oh, sorry.
is
Yes, dexterity.
my dex is a 55 regularly.
Okay. So that's 110.
Uh-huh.
All right. My math. Okay.
Oh, 105 with the plus 60. Is that what you're
Great.
I mean,
Cool.
what? I don't know.
That's right. No, you're right. You're right. I'm wrong. You
No,
math
it's
better
a
than I did.
it's a
115.
115.
So we were both wrong. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tyler.
That hurts.
Yeah. Y'all, you got to realize I'm a computer programmer, which you might think means I'm good at math, but no, I just have computers do all the math for me. That's all it is.
That's why I don't understand in school. They make you write everything out when there's a calculator that you can just done.
Oh, but Tyler,
Sorry,
you weren't going to have one of those in your pocket every day, were you?
Yeah.
You weren't going.
Absolutely.
You weren't going to spend your entire workday sitting down at what is essentially a gigantic, overpowered calculator, were you? All right, so we got 115.
Mm-hmm. So is there any way? Am I rolling against that? Is there? If there's no way to really fail against
this
that?
This is like initiative.
This is
Yeah,
initiative.
it's just like
okay.
yeah. You don't have to roll. You don't have to roll at all.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go next to Dicky. I'm populating my initiative tracker here.
So I'm a 125.
125.
God
okay.
damn.
Fuck stick.
Soldier.
All right, sounds good. Let's go next to Buddy. Whoops. Oh,
Hey.
whoops. Sorry, I'm just, like I said, initiative trackering here. Yours plus 50.
I'm sitting at a crisp 80.
80. Okay. And then Benny, yours is as is. I'm sorry to say.
With my bonus as an expert boxer plus 100, that gets me 135.
All right, 35 it is.
No,
Great.
do I get any bonus for the knuckle dusters?
No, it's just the whole point is like the rules as written are
If anything,
you are,
those
like,
would weigh you down.
are that if you have a loaded weapon ready to fire, you get a plus 50 because all you have to do is pull a trigger.
Hey, 2 loaded weapons at all times.
But you still have to like walk over to this person and like load up and fire. You know, it's not like
it's
like
already
you can just
loaded. No loading
teleport
up, just
to them.
Fire. Okay, sorry, I'm done. All right.
So 35.
35.
Okay.
35 for Benny.
All right, sounds good.
One important fact I forgot to mention: Benny Kaplan, very ugly guy.
No.
Right. Yes, of course.
Go ahead and
I'll
mark
give
that
you-
off on your bingo sheets.
How could we forget?
All right, cool. I'll give you a bonus divide by 2 times 2 for that.
Yes. 35.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh no.
Oh, fuck me.
Professor, you might want to get up here.
Yes.
Oh, good point. Actually, I almost forgot. Hugsley, give me a listen check. Let's see if you can hear all this madness going on upstairs.
Wait, the horn.
Wait, not yet.
How's that volume, by the way?
78 over 60.
I think it could go down a touch.
Should go down. Okay.
Just a touch.
There they are.
Oh God, we're fighting elephants.
It's Jumanji.
Okay. I want to hear both from the gaggle and from the goons if those levels are good. That's sound by Syrinscape, ladies and gentlemen. Big thank you to Syrinscape for being
Not
so
sponsored,
cool.
but boy, do we love them.
That's right. Well, in a way, anybody who uses them is sponsored by them because their stuff is free as long as you like give them a shout out. So Syrinscape, they're cool. Excellent. Okay, so Hugsley, how'd you do on that listen check?
78 over 60.
Okay, you are standing steady at your post, my friend. I will say I'll keep myself honest here. If any firearms go off, I will just say that you hear them.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. First up is Howard. Howard is simply going to sprint past Sweetie, past the telescope, past Father Fitzgerald. He is going to attempt to leap out the window. However, anybody who has a gun ready to fire, I haven't done this in the past, but I think it's fun. Let's give you an attack of opportunity.
No!
Let's give you an attack of opportunity. This is not a Cthulhu rule. This is me just like being. This is me bebop and scatting. Give me fun. That's right. Give me anybody who has a loaded firearm can take a shot with a penalty die because he is in motion.
All right, Buddy's gonna do it.
Non-lethal,
Right.
Non-lethal, buddy,
Yeah.
non-lethal.
Fuck that. This is a 30 fucking special. he sees him start to book it, and he goes, "Fuck you!" Boom, and he fucking fires.
We're trying to get him back.
That is.
Why are you trying to kill her husband?
Please don't kill my husband.
Why are you trying to kill her husband?
That is literally meets it beats it. That is a 50 on the die for a 50 firearms.
And that was the
I
higher
didn't
of your two rolls.
I didn't roll a penalty. Hold on.
So a penalty die, yeah. So roll the 10s die again.
All right. It's literally a 50-50 chance here. That's a 10.
Yeah.
Now,
Or
the
sorry.
10 is another level of success up. It's not just
so it would take the 50.
Right, so it would take the 50.
Oh, right. Okay, so a regular level. Yes, thank you. So regular
Yeah.
level of success. Okay, roll damage.
All right. I will try to maim him. Okay, sweetie, I will try not to kill him.
Do whatever you're gonna
Oh,
do.
you're trying to be precise with the shot?
Uh-oh.
I mean, no.
You already said no. You already said no.
Center
You said
mass.
fuck that.
Yeah, I did say fuck that. I'm shooting to kill.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I will say you can aim for like a specific body part, but that's going to be one more penalty die.
Campbell, what do you want me to do?
No, it doesn't matter what I want. Here's
What
what
would
I'll
Buddy
say
do?
about the reality of the situation, Ned, is all you see is him running. That's it.
Yeah.
You see him and I think you don't have any other decision. Like it's a snap decision.
Buddy's seeing that would shoot to kill. He already doesn't like the guy. He doesn't suspect that he's actually him. And as soon as shit starts to go down, he's booking it. He's going for the kill shot.
There's Pinkertons, you know.
Roll your
They're
damage.
Ruthless and heartless.
No. Don't do it. Don't
How'd
do
you
it.
do? How'd you do, buddy?
Buddy, no. Buddy, no.
Oh my god.
Buddy. All right, well, what is it, Ned?
That's max damage. It's 14 points of damage. There's the 10.
Ned.
You can see the 10 and the 14. 10 and 4.
So Howard
God,
goes.
God.
He sprints towards the window, and buddy, something in you just like triggers. You have this like combat training instinct just kicks in, and you shoot. You get it like right in the 10 ring. You shoot this man right through the heart.
Oh my God.
So as he's running towards that window, right as he passes by Father Fitzgerald, he drops.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
All you hear is boom, and anybody who's like close to it, so essentially everybody, and he just skids into the
Fucking
ground.
believe he got max damage on both die. They tell the
neither.
story.
That's
They tell the
really, that is really uncanny.
I
Wow.
rolled a 10, and I was like, All right, there's a chance because like he could have 12 health. He could have 30. I don't know.
All right,
He could have 11 health.
Yeah, none of that matters. He's dead.
Oh my
I
god!
can't believe you did that. I can't believe you did that.
Okay, so he's out of here.
Sweetie, I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
I just start screaming.
I didn't want to do max damage.
That's actually going to bring us now. So because because the two of them started the combat, I'm now going to say this brings us to Father Fitzgerald. Father Fitzgerald is trying to do a combat maneuver on you, sweetie. So I would like you to roll against your fight brawl skill, and he will roll against his.
Oh god.
All right. While Sweetie's rolling, that gunshot went off. What's the rules for me finding my way up there?
You hear that, and I will give you 2 rounds to get upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what this means. I'm taking a picture because I don't know what this means.
What is it? Well, what do the dice say?
They say 0, and 2.
That's a 2.
And my fight brawl is 10.
What's your fight brawl?
So you
And a
knocked
girl!
that motherfucker out!
I guess no, I got an extra 10 from Benny, but so it's a 35 now.
Okay.
So that's
okay. But that's still a extreme success.
Either way, you're good. Either way.
That is. Oh yeah, he failed. Okay, so you got a hard success, or was that an extreme success? What's 2? Yeah, no, that's an extreme success.
Yeah.
You got an extreme success. So he tries, sweetie, to like grab you and like tries to like move the knife out from under his own jaw and like tries to grab you, but he isn't able to. You are able just to like either you can do whatever you want. You can either like snatch that knife away from his hand. You can give it a little push and skewer him through the brain. It's all up to you.
I feel like what happens is because of the order of things happening, I feel like I'm standing there holding the knife, but I'm looking back over my shoulder at Dicky saying, I don't know what to do. Howard starts running, the gun goes off, and Howard drops right in front of me, and I just start screaming, and I just spin around, and I stab Fitzgerald like in the shoulder. I feel like I'm just screaming, and I just swing around with the point of the knife, and I feel like it goes somewhere in his chest.
Yeah. So you're attempting to stab Father Fitzgerald. Okay, so this is essentially your fight back. And because, I'll ask you to roll against your fight brawl, but roll against your fight brawl.
I got a fucking 25 under 35.
Yes, girl.
Roll damage, sweetie.
You kill that evil pastor.
With this kitchen knife, it's a 1d4 plus 2
bonus.
plus damage bonus.
Yep, which I believe for you is a -1, unless I'm mistaken.
It is a -1.
Okay.
So it's 1d4 plus 1.
Oh, wait,
Minus
that's a d6. Hold on.
But she gets a plus 2, right?
Plus 2 for what?
She said it was a 1d4 plus 2 for the kitchen knife.
Oh, yes. So 1d4 plus 2 minus 1.
2 plus... Okay, it's a...
So
it's
1d4
a
plus 1.
3,
Yeah,
it's a 3.
So what you said, Ned, you were right. I am just an idiot.
I am just... stab him for 3 damage.
3 damage. Okay.
Ring.
Okay. Where's his thing? Oh, right. Okay. Okay, cool. So he takes that 3 damage. That knife like sinks into his shoulder, like maybe kind of like sticks out the back of his trapezius muscle as it's like embedded in him now. But you still have control of the knife. That's just for flavor. You can you still have it, right?
Okay.
That's going to bring us to Dicky.
Okay. So I'm just going to kind of charge across the room. And so Sweetie just stabbed the father. So I'm gonna try to like get my arm around his neck and just kind of hold him in a chokehold.
Okay, cool. So that's going to be an opposed fight brawl check. So why don't you roll against your fight brawl, and I'll do the same.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Grand. That's an 8. So that's a critical success.
Oh my
And
God.
I failed. So yeah,
Oh
you
my
you are able to effectively grapple him.
Yeah. So I run over and I put him in a hammer lock, and then I look over at Benny and I say, Benny, smash the telescope.
Cool. Okay. All right. So, before he is able to do so, it is Buddy's turn. Buddy.
You hear us, Buddy?
Buddy Wilson.
Huh? What? It's my turn. Holy shit! So
he's leading a cheer in the chat.
I'm sorry. I was leading a cheer. I was going. Give me an S.
I love
Give
it
me a
though.
W.
I
Give me
love
an
the
E.
hype. I love the hype. I won't fault you for that.
All right.
So
So
it's your
shoot
turn.
Howard, and then I trace the gun right to Father Fitzgerald.
Yes.
Where is Benny in relation to my sight of Father Fitzgerald and Sweetie?
Benny is not in your way. Dicky is Sweetie is like sort of Sweetie's kind of in your way. Benny is not in your way. He's fine. Sweetie is kind of in your way. Dicky is also right behind him. Firing into melee is possible, but you will take a penalty die. However, by the rules, if you miss, you just miss. You don't like hit one of your friends.
Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do is, for flavor, Buddy's gonna drop Howard, and out of his eye, he's gonna see that what's going on with Sweetie, where she just stabbed him.
Yeah.
And he's gonna take 3 big steps like into the room and swing the gun around, and he's gonna precision shoot for the kneecap of Father Fitzgerald.
Cool. Okay, so
He'll
you
take
are
2 precision die, 2 penalty dice.
Right. So okay, so let's see. So you're getting within, we can say that you get within point blank range. Point blank range gives you a bonus die. Shooting into melee gives you a penalty die. So they cancel each other out. Trying to be precise with your shot, I think also would give you a penalty die. So you have 1 penalty die for this shot.
Alrighty.
Right?
Okay. Here we go. The good side, I can't shoot Sweetie.
Yeah. If you miss, you just miss. You don't shoot your friends. That's not a rule by the book.
Okay. Oh, out of the box.
Yep. Forget it. Sometimes, Gaggle, we like to play our rules out of the box. We all have dice trays, and the only rule about playing dice in or out of the box is that you pick a rule and you stick to it. Either you count them or you don't. Yeah.
All right. That's a 31. That's the first one.
Okay.
Now I need to roll the penalty die again.
Mm-hmm. Give me the 10s die again.
Oh! It was on a 4 and it rolled to an 8. That's an 81. That's a miss.
You hate to see it. All right, so you're aiming for this man's kneecap within point blank range from mere feet away from him. And just as you pull the trigger, he is like taking this knife to his shoulder, and he like sort of takes a step back in pain, and that bullet just goes into the ground.
Into the floorboard.
Call it an intimidation. Exactly. Call it an intimidation tactic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
I said across their nose, not a bit.
Yeah.
Warning
so
shot.
He fires, misses, and he goes, I swear to God, I'll actually hit you next time. Don't fuck with me.
Okay, good. All right, that is now going to bring us to Father Fitzgerald, who is simply going to try to. I know, I'm so sorry, Benny. He's just gonna try to get out of this grapple. Hi, Zuma. So he's gonna try to get out of the grapple. So I'm gonna need a fight brawl roll from you, Dicky.
Mm-hmm. That's a success.
That's a failure for me. So you are able to maintain it.
50 under 65.
Great, and that is his turn. Oh, we have a special guest approaching the stream right now. It's Zuma. Hi, buddy.
Aww.
I know. Hi, sweet boy. Hi, sweet boy. It's okay. I'm not really killing anybody. All right. Okay. Good point. I know.
Boy.
Oh, I know, sweetie. I know. Okay. All right, fine. Cuddles. You can give me cuddles. All right, come here.
Oh, I wasn't talking about you, Shadow.
Oh
my God! It's like
all right, y'all. It's the dog
spirit
stream.
of
It's the dog stream
doggos.
now.
Where are my
All right.
cats? This isn't fair.
Okay, it's your turn. It's your turn, Benny. So you may now do whatever you'd like to do.
Smash it, Benny!
Smash the telescope!
So you're just going up to smash the telescope?
I full sprint and punch the shit out of the telescope.
Okay.
Oh my God!
I mean, I guess roll against your fight brawl anyway. But let's see how you do.
Switching dice.
I was picturing him, picking it up and smashing it, but he just went straight and actually punched it. Yeah, come in for me. You're the expert.
Yeah.
You really
You're
can't keep
the
the flavor.
expert.
Yeah. Buddy yells out, "Let the man do his damn thing!"
That would be a 39 under 90. So there's a great success.
You know what? A great success. Benny, give me because your opponent is not fighting back and is in fact inanimate.
Has no sentience.
Give me
Your
a bonus
opponent
die.
is indeed a telescope.
Because
bonus
your
die.
opponent lacks sentience. Have a bonus die.
Oh man.
That is a 0. So I rolled a 9.
Wow.
A 9 under 90.
Gotta love it. All right.
Great success.
Extreme success.
Not only does he punch the telescope, he punches whatever eldritch horror lives inside of it.
Yes.
Okay.
He punches Yog Sothoth right in the nose.
Yeah.
My
All
eyes.
right. Give me just a moment because the surest way to make Zuma not want attention so much is to give him way too much and cuddle him, and so now he's like, "Stop! Wait, no, leave me alone." He's a bit cat-like, all things considered. All right, buddy, get out of here. I love you. Ugh. Nope. Okay. So, Benny, you instinct takes over and you just like unleash a punch at this telescope because that's what you do best. You manage to get it like right in its center of gravity. Like telescopes are kind of oddly shaped. They have a lot of weight on top. They're on this tripod. It's like kind of weird. Like where's the center of gravity on a
Maybe,
telescope? Who knows?
Double fist, smash it down.
So, but you are able to find it. And so here's what I'll say, Benny. You punch this thing and you send it like sailing back against the wall. It lands again. It hits the wall lens first. And the first thing that you hear is just this psh, as the glass of the lens shatters and the telescope falls to the ground. Yeah.
Holy
I
shit.
turn and I just look at everyone like, what
Attaboy.
should I punch next?
I love it.
The priest! Punch the priest, Benny!
No, we need him. We need to talk to him.
Never mind. Don't punch the priest.
Okay, so that's the end of round 1. So Hugsley, you are now on the first. You're now at the top. Excuse me. You're now at the top of the stairs to the second floor. In one more round, you'll be up in the attic.
Great.
You might get there just in time to see Benny punch out Father Fitzgerald. But that is now going to bring us back to the top of round 2, and Dicky is actually going to go first now.
Okay. All right. So I've got him in the hammerlock.
Yep.
And I'm gonna kind of like throw him to the ground. You know?
Yeah.
Throw him to the ground. Put a boot on his chest and put the train the gun down on him. And
Okay.
I say, "All right, Father, enough preaching. Time to talk."
Cool. All right.
Dicky with these one-liners. I love them.
I'm gonna call that a fight brawl or a fight
Sure,
maneuver. So that's gonna be a fight brawl roll.
Sure.
for you.
That works.
Don't
Yes.
even tell me what you got.
Okay.
Failed so badly.
All right.
Yeah. So you without any difficulty at all, like just get him completely off balance. You effectively like suplex him. You like sort of like get his feet up off the ground and just like spin him around and well, bam, he goes down.
Can you smell what Dicky's cooking?
And he is I think. Well, you know what? Let's see if you do any damage. Give me just take out your damage bonus, but just the damage from just give me your fight brawl. Yeah, which I think for you is just a D3.
It's a D3.
So let's skip the damage bonus, but just from smashing him against the ground, I think you could probably do something to him.
Okay. Hopefully not enough. I've already killed one person today. I don't want to do another one. That's only one. It's only one.
Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, he is face down on the ground underneath Dicky Harrow's boot, and
all right,
effectively incapacitated. The combat ends, and Hugsley comes running up the steps. Ooh, wait! Oh, it's so quiet.
That's great. That's
I
perfect. So
Yeah.
as Hugsley comes up and sort of comes into the attic, I turn back and I say, Professor, perfect time. I think we got a patient here who could use your services. Time to talk, Fitzgerald.
Boy, actually, I was worried about you. Thank God you didn't go down there.
Yeah, I heard the gunshot, and he looks around the room and he sees Sweetie, and he goes, "What's wrong with Sweetie?"
While Buddy, while you're pointing your gun and you were just turned away for a second talking to Hugsley, I step over Howard and walk over to Buddy and slap his gun hand and backhand him.
I guess the first question I have is, Buddy, do you want to do nothing, dodge, or fight back?
I think Buddy's instinct would be to dodge.
Okay.
I will attempt to dodge. If I fail to dodge, I 100% will take the hit.
Okay, so Sweetie, you roll an unarmed strike, so that's your fight brawl. And Buddy, you roll against your dodge.
Okay, thank you. So I miss.
I failed too.
So Sweetie, what did you roll?
I rolled a 69 over 35.
Well, that's an automatic success.
At some table, sure.
They call that a sexy fail.
35. And then, Buddy, what did you get?
That's an 85 over 15.
Okay. Actually, it actually doesn't matter. If you both fail, then nothing happens. So yeah, so you are able to clumsily dodge out of the way as Sweetie comes at you with this how about a cold mean slap right across the face, and so
Buddy, I think Buddy the slap comes and he's like, wow, and he steps back, but he trips over himself and he falls onto the ground and he's got his gun in his hand, but he's off to the side and he's like, what the, Sweetie, what the heck's what's going on?
I knock myself right off balance, so I swing. And then I just fall on my hands and knees and crawl over to Howard.
Yeah.
And I just lay on top of him and just start sobbing.
And then Buddy seeing the reaction and then seeing her over, he just goes.
Hugsley goes, "How did Howard get in? And who shot him?"
He holsters his gun and he goes, I fucking shot him.
What the hell you do that for?
Buddy's going to pick himself up, brush himself down, and he's going to walk out of the room and downstairs.
As you do, Buddy, give me a sanity check.
Oh.
I'd like to try to comfort Sweetie or just pull her away from the dead body.
That is that's a hard fail, DM.
Oh no.
A crit fail or just a regular fail?
No, just a
Okay, just a fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a critical fail.
All right, roll a d5.
Well, a DM that's a 95 over 70. Is that a crit fail or is that just a regular
It's not.
fail?
Regular fail. Yeah.
That's a 1.
That's a 1 on the sanity loss. Okay, so lose 1 point of sanity. Okay. All right. Yeah. The so Buddy is going back down to making his way down to the second floor. The rest of you are still up in the attic. Howard lies dead on the floor. Sweetie is crying over his dead body. The telescope lies crumpled and battered against the floor. Like glass, like Benny, you just obliterated that thing. Glass dust is just on the floor all around it. I don't know what you like the body of it. What would you call the body of a telescope? Like the fuselage? I don't know if that's right.
Great word.
That's like for an airplane, but like I think it sort of gets the idea across. It's just like bent as it like shattered against the wall. It has come dislodged from its tripod, and just like glass dust lies around it.
So I still have my gun trained on Fitzgerald, but I'm gonna turn to Sweetie. Sweetie, listen to me. I know what you're feeling, but look, we still got a job to do, and the one responsible for this is laying right here on the floor. All right, let's finish this. Nobody has to suffer like Howard has, like so many in this town have. Stay with me, sweetie, all right?
I don't know if I can hear him.
I think as Dicky's like kind of giving her that speech, I'll kind of kneel down next to her and like gentle hand on the back and just like, sweetie, he's gone. Well, I'll take care of him. So you don't need to look at him like this. I'll take care of him.
I really like. I've been with him since I was a teenager. I think I'm just like pressing my head into his chest and like touching my cheek to his cheek. I'm not trying to move away, and the idea of like having a job to do doesn't mean anything to me right now.
Okay. Benny, Hugsley, she'll be all right. Come here, help. Come here. Help me with this one. All right, Father. Enough's enough. Talk. Or I swear against all that you believe in, I will be your fire and brimstone, you motherfucker. What was in the telescope? What were you showing people? What are you doing to the people of this town?
So, Father Fitzgerald, face down, beneath the boot of Dicky Harrow, still just has his hands like up around his head as he knows he's defeated. Like, you can't see it because he's facing down, but like there is just blood running like all down his face and like out of his shoulder. He's been through it, staining his robes. You know, he's wearing like these beautiful, pristine white robes, just covered in blood. How to do an Irish accent, but like an Irish accent of somebody who has a really heavy nosebleed.
An Irish accent of somebody who's gotten the shit kicked out of him. Yeah.
Right. Like, yeah. So
the joke is that's just a normal Irish accent because of the British.
I think the joke is it just becomes an American accent. So he lies down on the ground. He's lying down on the ground and he's just it wasn't me. I'm but a vessel.
Yeah, you're about to be a vessel for my foot up your fucking ass. Start talking sense.
He tenses up. He goes, and he's starting to like well up. He's getting like whoops. Oh, we lost Ned's picture.
Oh
no.
Hold on. Let me check and make sure that he's still on video.
Oh no.
There he is.
Oh great. Oh wait, what just happened? Oh, okay. So he's got a. Hold on 1 second. All right. Pause, everybody. Let's take a moment. Let's take a breath. Emotions are running high. Ned, I can't hear you. But maybe I
can hear Ned.
I can hear Ned too.
Oh, okay. There we go. Now I should be able to hear him. All right, let me copy this link. No, it's totally fine. I'm just going to copy this link. I'm going to replace the link that is currently your link in OBS. We should.
It's Howard's ghost. Run, Ned.
Oh no.
Too soon.
Oh no. Too soon. All right,
I'm so sorry, Kay. I'm back.
No. It's fine. It happens. So, what was the last thing said to Fitzgerald?
I just want him to talk. I want him to tell us.
You said something about your boot in his ass.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
I want him to
Fitzgerald
tell us.
said
That
he's a
reminds me.
vessel.
No. So he's lying there. He goes, I don't know what was in the telescope. All I know is that when I looked through it, I saw the good Lord. I did. I swear I did. And if only you had looked, you might have seen him too. But your opportunity is gone now. You smashed it against the walls of this house. It's over. It's over.
Who else
I
is
don't
in the
know
house,
what.
Father?
There's still the basement, I think.
What's in the basement, Father? Now.
The professor.
What professor?
Professor Hart.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, as you all say, Professor Hart, he kind of looks up, sort of tries to look up behind him, up towards you, Dicky, as if to be like, how did you all know about? But then he just nods. He's sort of. Let me, for the watching audience, let me try to reenact this because I'm having a hard time trying to describe it. He's like lying down, face down, right? He's like returns to his surrender pose.
What's his part in all this?
He made it. He's the one who showed it to me.
Showed what?
The telescope, the wisdom, the power, all of it. I still feel. Maybe it's not all over for me. I can still feel it. It still runs through me. It does. Oh, I haven't lost it. Oh, thank the Lord, thank Christ, I haven't lost it. I still feel his power within me. I do. I still feel the wisdom.
Yeah, it ain't over for you. Not by half. Come on, Father. Show. There's a bit more to learn, and you're gonna show us. And I grab him by his scruff and pick him up. And I put the butt of the muzzle of the rifle into his back, and I start walking him out of the attic.
Yeah, cool. Okay. What would the rest of you like to do?
I'll give Sweetie one last rub on the back, let her know I'm there for her, and then I'll stand up and look at Dicky and be like, let's finish this, and I'll fucking head out.
All right.
Hugsley looks around the room.
I was just gonna ask.
And he sees Sweetie, and he's watching the exchange between Dicky and the Reverend and Benny, and he takes out his notebook and he starts writing reasons to slow down and starts making a list for himself, and then he pinches his right thigh and tries to hold this so he remembers this and how important it is. And then he goes and follows.
As you're looking around, Hugsley, kind of behind, you know how I said there were some quickly put up walls. So essentially, a picture just a wide open attic, just vaulted ceilings, rough wooden floors. It kind of looked like that. But then as you came up the stairs, there was just a doorway of some quickly put up walls. The doorway was just sectioning the stairs off from the rest of the attic. So you're in it now. I don't need you to. Because as you look around, sort of around that corner, there is a desk. And on that desk are just like 2 or 3 large pieces of paper.
I'll investigate.
Okay. So looking at the pieces of paper, you see what look like sort of the orthographic view of a telescope. That's the first one. You see like sort of this orthographic drawing of a telescope with the implication that there is a lens being like transplanted into this telescope. The next piece of paper you see is the telescope, the same sort of schematics of the telescope at the observatory at Mayfield University, where you all just were. Now, there's not a drawing of like the implantation of a lens into this telescope, but there are measurements for what the lens size is on this very large telescope. The third sheet of paper, well, I could describe it, or I could simply direct your attention to the stream.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh.
It is just that simple.
So Benny looks around and he's like, "Hey, you smarter people, what do those symbols mean?"
So I have a couple of questions for everybody. First, Hugsley is looking at this sheet of paper. Roll an intelligence check, Hugsley.
Not education.
Not education.
I'm sorry. Lord Dragon said it's a Snickles summoning circle.
No.
Oh, would that it were.
48 under 55.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Hugsley, all of these diagrams of lenses, you're like something triggers in you. It's almost like you flash back. You flash back to that night, that first night. When you heard something in your apartment and you pried up that floorboard and you saw this unusual pattern in the dust, almost as if something with a circular bottom had been hiding underneath that floorboard. And you think to yourself, it may very well have been a lens.
Holy shit.
No.
What? I write it down and I pull up a memory of like I don't know, like a silver dollar for like comparison to see like what the size would be, and I sketch it to scale, and and then I close the book and look through the rest of the papers.
Okay, so it's only those 3.
Okay.
And the one other thing I'll say that you can get from looking at them, Hugsley, with also in combination with that intelligence roll, is that the lens, the pattern in the dust that you found, the size of that, you remember, kind of matches. It was, let's say it was about 3 inches, kind of matches the size and the schematics of a lens that would have fit the telescope in this room that Benny just destroyed. My next question, however, is who else is seeing this piece of paper?
I'll stop at the. So I've got the father, but I'll stop at the door. So I don't want to leave without everybody. So I'll be waiting. But I don't think I would see it from where I am.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound like you would.
I feel like I'm kind of by Dicky.
Okay, over by Dicky, kind of leading the charge out. I guess really, was anybody like looking around with Hugsley? Might be a better way to ask that question.
I don't think so.
No. Okay. Hugsley, I need you to roll a sanity check.
Oh my god.
72 over 65.
D6.
55. 4.
Okay. You lose 4 sanity points,
Oh
but
my
nothing
God.
else happens.
Dropping fast.
Yep.
Hugsley, what do you got?
Whew, looks like some drawings of the telescope, and some looks like some kind of lens that was also the same size as something I found in my apartment. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You
I
mean-
don't know how it's all connected.
The lens to the telescope that has been driving people insane was in your apartment?
Maybe that's what it was. It's when I first ran into you all, and we went over what's their names for dinner, and I passed out.
Yeah.
That night, something broke out of my house, and once I got everything together, I was just going to grab the Chianti and come over, but I noticed something off with the floorboard, and I pulled it up, and it looked like there was something that had been sitting there for a while, and it is the same size as this sketch, this drawing.
I turned back to the father. Who broke into Hugsley's apartment? Was it Professor Hart?
I don't know. I honestly...
He's the one that built the telescope, right? You said as much.
I don't know anything about breaking into an apartment. I don't. I just showed people.
Come on.
And some were worthy, but at this point I feel like no one here would have been.
At this point.
Mankind has always known that some are superior.
All right, that's enough out of you.
We've never known where to draw the line. We've tried by race. We've tried by sex. It's
shut up already, Pastor.
But now
you've said enough.
We have
Just
a
shut
way,
up.
a definitive way to prove who is worthy of God's grace and who must bow to the worthy. You all have your chance to know your purpose in life.
I'd like to walk up and shove a cloth or something in Father Fitzgerald's mouth.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, he's grappled. I think it's a moot point to make him roll for it, so I think you can just do so.
Benny pulls a sock off and shoves it in his mouth.
Yeah, and goes,
Gross.
I've had enough of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if it was Professor Hart who broke into Hugsley's apartment to get the lens, how would he know that it was there? How would he know that it was beneath a floorboard in your home?
Well, it wasn't always my home, Dicky. I moved in recently.
Well, who lived there before?
That fella Boyd I told you about used to live there.
The one in the ledges?
Yeah.
All right. I am laying on Howard's chest, and I kind of wipe my face on his chest and move his hair out of his face. And I just look up at where Dicky is, and I say, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't want to talk about this anymore. And I look over at Hugsley, and I say, let's go get him. And then I stand up and take Howard's wedding ring off his finger and put it in my pocket and walk out.
That's good enough for me.
Okay.
All right, I'll lead the way. There's a basement. There's a couple doors, and while we're walking down the stairs, Hugsley's looking back at Sweetie, and he's going, I found another room with 12 more cots. There's 4 more people sleeping down there. The rest of them are empty. And the first door next to there, well, I'll show you. And he takes you down into the basement, shows you the 3 doors, tells you what's in. That one's padlocked.
So before you get down there, you pass by Buddy, who's standing down in the stairwell, and he's smoking a cigar, and he's sitting like he's like his legs are spread out, and he's sitting up against the wall, and he's just like smoking the cigar and just sitting there.
On your feet, buddy. You can mope when it's over. Let's go.
It's almost like he doesn't hear you when you first say that. So the first time you say it, like it doesn't register. Like he's just goes in one ear and out the other.
Look. War makes... Look.
Oh.
Look, people
Hey,
say that
Dicky.
war is hell, but it's not. War is worse. Okay?
Yeah.
Because bad people go to hell.
Yeah.
Everybody dies in war.
Yeah.
Let's finish this, okay? And we can sort it all out afterwards. Any sins you want to repent for, that's on you. But for right now, we got something to finish. Are you with me?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you.
Let's go. When I help him up. Yep.
All right, and I take them down the basement.
You give him a goon shake.
Yep.
You son of a bitch!
Yeah, so you help him. Okay.
And I take him to the basement door.
Yeah. Okay.
And when we get to the basement door, I also say there was some strange sounds coming from down there too. So be on your guard. But
Like voices?
yeah,
Sorry, say that again, sweetie.
Like voices?
Yeah, it was strange because it sounded so far away, almost impossibly away. But it was so quiet. So quiet.
On Dicky saying that, Buddy's gonna like snap to, and hearing about the voices again, and he's gonna look around. And he's gonna go, no. He's gonna go. Let me go first.
Enough. And I just keep walking.
We're all in it at this point. Let's
All
go.
right.
Yeah.
And so I take him downstairs, and I
Hugsley, real quick, before you're all looking around, you're in the basement. You look around, and Hugsley, I feel like you sort of point out that's the room where people are sleeping. Like, don't go in there; it's kind of quiet. That's the big heavy door. There's a tunnel.
And I say,
weird
this
whispering
one's
going
padlocked.
on.
Does anyone
And
have
then-
a quiet way to get this padlock off this door? I have no idea what's behind this door.
There's this one. Yeah. There's this mysterious locked door.
So
They could shoot it, but then we're going to have 4 more folks to deal with.
So Buddy goes, nah, we've done this before. Benny, with me. And Buddy will put his gun in between. He'll take the bullets out. He'll put the gun in between the padlock.
Wise.
He'll say, all right, Benny, do your thing.
Yeah, it looks of a similar ilk to the one that was in the barn that night. So Benny, give me a strength. Roll against your strength with a bonus die because you've done this before.
Well, the first was 100, so
that would
roll again. God damn it!
Roll better this time.
200.
30.
Okay.
30 under what was I rolling?
Strength against strength.
I imagine I beat it.
I imagine so
I
too.
think my strength. Wait, no. What is my strength? 70. So yes.
Okay,
That is
cool.
a great
Hard
success.
Excellent. Great success. Okay, yeah. So between that and the fact that you have literally done this before, yeah, it's just like, it's just like you're back in the ring. You put on an old comfy pair of shoes and give that thing like a and much like last time, that lock just pops open.
And I pull my gun back. I put the bullets back in, and I pat Benny on the shoulder, and I'm like, "Attaboy."
All right, y'all. I have no idea what's behind this door.
Only one way to find out.
Awesome.
Wow, that was amazing.
That was awesome. Yeah. And Buddy's gonna look at everybody and just go, like, watch. And he's gonna open the door, and he's gonna have his gun drawn in as he opens the door.
And Hugsley has that knife Dicky gave me at the barn.
Yeah. Okay, great. All right, going into this room, there is very, very little. This is a small closet-sized room.
Okay.
Big enough that you can walk into it, but picture like a small walk-in closet. Sort of immediately to your left, there are a couple of shelves, and they're kind of deep. On the shelves, very sturdy shelves, mind you, there is an amount of boxes, wooden boxes, and that amount is a number which is equivalent to...
Equal to, not less than or greater
Can you tell
than.
I'm vamping until I find it?
Yeah.
You got this.
It's like, what was it? It's like 10,
We're
20...
counting, to be sure.
Oh, here we go. 20. There are 20 boxes on these shelves, 20 wooden boxes. Underneath the shelves, stacks and stacks of dynamite.
No smoking, y'all.
Next to that dynamite,
Buddy takes his cigar and just goes and puts it out on the ground.
along the back wall, there are a couple of like picks, shovels, implements of moving earth.
Buddy sees this and he makes eye contact with Hugsley. He looks at him.
The last door is some kind of subterranean tunnel. Doesn't look like anything that's been built recently. At least nothing built with your typical hands. Like they might have been carving this out slowly.
What are they trying to do? Blast their way to the core of the freaking earth?
I don't know. It might be worse than that, Dicky. They might have been looking for something.
Is there anything else in the room? Okay, worth a spot hidden check.
Boxes, tools, dynamite. That's it.
Empty are the boxes. I'm going to look in the boxes.
You open one of the boxes. They're sort of like nailed shut, but I think you can grab, like, there's a crowbar against the wall that you can kind of like wrench it open. It is filled with gold nuggets.
What the hell?
Buddy is going to literally start taking a handful and shove them in his jacket.
Please. We got a job to do.
Yeah, I know we got a job to do. It's fucking gold. What do you want me to do?
So I will say, each of these boxes, they're kind of small. They weigh about 1 kilogram each. Now, in 1927, 1 kilogram of gold, like raw gold nuggets, was worth about $650, which today is equivalent to about $10,600. Each one of these boxes, and there are 20 of them.
Benny will grab at least a nuggie for himself and put it in his pocket.
Buddy
Just
takes
a little nug. You can grab a little nug.
Buddy
nug
takes
for the kosher king, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You never have to fight again. Buddy takes just 2 gripfuls and he puts them in his pocket.
Jesus Christ, this is more money than the Queen of England has.
So what are you waiting for? Take a handful. They can't use it. They're dead.
We can come. Let's come back and line our pockets as soon as we all survive this. All right. We gotta explore that tunnel. Clearly, they're digging for something, and they have some pretty heavy artillery to do it. So let's get down there.
All right, y'all. Be careful. This kind of wealth attracts a lot of attention. I don't think we've seen the end of what we're up against.
Buddy's gonna grab one of the sticks of dynamite.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You read my mind.
And is it a bundle of dynamite, DM, or is it just individual sticks?
There are both. You can have any number of like implements. I don't know that much about dynamite, but yeah, we can say there are bundles and there are sticks.
the bundle is it's just like 6 or 7 sticks, and they just tie it around with it's the same.
There's a couple of those.
So Buddy's gonna take one of the bundles, and he's gonna take.
Buddy's like, "Yo, buddy, we're not trying to bring this place down on our heads, all right?"
Well, not yet. We aren't.
All right, we can always come back here.
So Hugsley goes, "All right, y'all. Now it's time for me to show you what's behind door number 1." And he walks out and takes you to the door with the tunnel.
Oh, fuck me.
I'm gonna look at Buddy and be like, maybe just 1 stick will do for now.
All right, maybe I'm a little overkill. He takes one stick.
Good work,
All right.
Hugsley. All right.
Hugsley opens the door, and you all see that site that is now currently on stream. That image.
This is it all.
This open mine shaft just going down.
The road to hell.
Oh.
We've come this far. Are we all ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
I said it once, Dicky. I'll follow you to hell. Let's do this.
All right. So we're all making our way down the tunnel?
Making our way down the tunnel.
Let's finish this.
Okay. It is lit. It is lit, much like in the picture, with very, very thinly spaced out electric lights with just like one big thick cable going all the way down. They buzz as you walk by each one.
On the road to hell, there was a railroad line.
You make your way down town, walking fast. Faces pass. And I'm homebound.
Yes,
oh, sorry. Oh, God. Oh, what was that? I just failed my sanity check and was possessed by Vanessa Carlton. I mean, Vanessa, come back.
I never left.
So okay,
right.
the one thing I will say before we get serious again is that if she would walk 1,000 miles, why was she riding a piano in the video? Never mind. So
Bingo.
That's
okay, so you walk down.
Throwback.
Shut up, everybody! Stop being so dumb.
Stop
Especially you.
explaining the jokes.
You walk down the tunnel, and you're making your way. I need to stop saying that.
It's
You
okay.
continue
There's
walking
no way
down
to
the
avoid
tunnel.
it.
Never stop, never stopping.
And there is like as you walk, it's just there's that slight decline. The more you walk, the deeper you feel like you're going. It twists, it turns. You feel like not so much that you can't sort of get some memory of the direction you came, but also there are no branching paths. It just continues going down. And the further you go, eventually you do start to see there are just one or two little like veins in the walls that kind of sparkle and glitter, much like the little nuggets that some of you just lined your pockets with.
Yeah, Buddy's gonna look at the veins as we're walking down, and he's gonna stop Dicky as we're walking. He's gonna go, "Holy shit, Dicky! This place is on top of a fucking gold mine."
Literally.
You know, I seen this sort of stuff out west. There's got to be hundreds of dollars in here.
Eyes on the prize. All right. If we survive this, we can all be fucking John Wanamaker. But let's just keep moving. All right.
All right.
Brilliant. I love a good timely reference. Okay. Sweetie, Dicky, and Benny, give me a listen check.
No. 43 over 20.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, that's 22 over 20.
Okay.
All right. Mine's what is that? 53 under 60.
53 under 60, so you hear it? Okay. All right, so Sweetie, Hugsley, and Buddy. Just something tickles at your ear. And it sounds kind of like
There it goes. That's that sound I told you.
That's the same
I need the
movie
three of
earlier.
you to roll a sanity check.
Oh, fuck.
Sweetie, Hugsley, and Buddy.
No, come on. We've been so good.
All right, Gaggle. Give him a blow, Gaggle.
Oh.
27 under 52.
Okay, success for Hugsley.
42 under 55.
Success for Sweetie. How'd you do, Buddy?
That's a 72 over 66.
Roll a d6 for me, buddy.
That's a 3.
Okay.
3 points of sanity. Ticked away from your
Hugsley
sanity
goes,
track.
yeah.
It's
I've heard
happening.
this whispering. Come on now. What's going on here? Let's go.
And like,
Yeah, I would
What
like
whispering?
to pick up. I would like to pick up the pace. And so, like
walking a little
after
faster?
hearing that, I feel like I like look over at Hugsley and start to move a little faster towards the sound.
and like I
call.
imagine the camera pans on Buddy for a second. And you just see his eye just as he hears that sound again. And he's like, "Ah." Everybody hear that? Anybody hear that?
I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about, but I want to find out what's down this tunnel.
All right, hang on. Hold on just a second. And I'm going to lean down. Can I if I have can I say that I have like a rag or a cloth in
Sure.
my rifle bag?
Yeah.
Can I tear it up and
Mhm.
hand out strips and be like, "Here, put them in your ears."
Yeah,
Brilliant.
you can. You
Fucking
can.
brilliant, Dicky.
Very smart.
So
Very smart.
you see Buddy just be like, anybody hearing that fucking noise?
I'm sure whatever they're selling, we don't want to buy. So I give everybody just a little strip of like cloth to put into their ears.
Yeah, and so Buddy just tears it in half and he sticks some in one ear and he sticks some in the other. And then as he's walking, he's like, "All right, you just speak a little louder so I can hear you, all right?"
All right, let's keep moving.
Okay.
Very smart. Yeah, excellent. Okay. So now all of you with the, like little bits of cloth or cotton or something that you can just like kind of stick in there. Oh, Fitzgerald is still with you, right?
Oh, yeah, I don't want to leave.
Yeah,
him.
you still have him.
Yeah.
You don't need to worry about him. He
Okay.
so he's still like at the end of your gun, and even when you take it away to like do stuff, he just still stands there, and he might just be like, "The Lord is my shepherd; I shall not want," even stuff like that. So you're all walking down this tunnel.
I'll shove that cloth back in his mouth.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he's down. He goes.
Put your
He's
sock
like,
back in
He's down.
Everybody, do your best impression of a prayer with a sock in your mouth. All right, go.
Hail Mary.
That sounds like a maneuver.
Okay, so yeah, you make your way downtown, walking fast, faces past. I can't do it.
Yes, it's
I
happening.
can't not do it.
I do it all. I think of it every time.
We are homebound.
You continue walking down this mine shaft. Deeper and deeper. The path starts to get more and more windy, but still just the one. Until finally it opens up just a little bit. And you see tracks. You see tracks, and for the first time, the path splits. On one end, it just keeps going further down. And on the other end, it starts going up. And the tracks come up around that bend and just go towards the upward path. And you don't need to roll a listen check to hear that there is the sound like of some metallic grinding
Like a
on
mine
the
cart?
lower path. It looks like a mine track. Yeah.
I don't love it.
It looks just like a mine track.
Okay, up or down?
We've
I feel
already
like
been
down
up.
could keep going on and on and on, but up's gonna end.
What are you
I will
guys
say-
saying?
I will say the sound that you hear, that grinding, is coming from further down, not from
The lower
up.
path?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I vote we follow the sound. If we're going to find this father, we should be on the lookout for anything, any trail, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would vote. We know something's going on down there. I would vote just checking out real quick what's up there. Might be something that could be useful when we go down.
All right, let's not hash it out. Okay, up first.
Okay, would you like to? All right, you can do so. It'll take a little bit in terms of game time. In terms of us playing this game time, I can just very quickly tell you that you can sort of make your way back up this path, and it's not as long as the path that you came from, but eventually you do start to see light. And if you continue, you can keep going, and you eventually do see like the sun cracking through and opening up into this the opening of this mine shaft. You find yourself like in the woods. It opens up into some densely forested area.
All right, well,
Good
we
to
got a
know.
way out if we need one. Yeah,
absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, everybody turn around.
Thank you to Greyhaven for saying Q 16 tons. You move 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt.
Yes.
So you return about face, make your way down. Gray, just tell me in the chat as I'm describing this if you were there in chat that day when I asked everybody what song was in their head, and that was the song that was stuck in my head. And so you all continue making your way down and back to that fork where you were, back to where that path is. The path, the cart, the tracks, I should say, went all the way up to that opening that you found. And you continue. Now you're following the tracks down. You get back to the point where you branched off and just go further and further down. That grinding starts to get louder and louder. The lights start to get just a bit more and more spread out, until eventually you see movement further down in the tunnel. You see and hear unmistakably, a minecart coming up towards you.
Buddy's gonna put his gun out and be like, "Anybody got a light?"
Okay.
Are there any like places to hide? If we want to like dip into the shadows while it passed, or
not really. I mean,
okay, Callister.
You don't really like dig in hiding places
okay,
when you're
so
digging a mine.
Benny steps in front of the rails like this, gets ready.
Stop it like a charging rhino.
Yeah, and he goes, sassafras.
Sassafras. I love it. Okay.
And Buddy just goes, yeah, caca. Gives him a wink.
I love it. Oh, I love it so much. So yeah, you all get into this like ready position, prepared for whatever might be coming up towards you, and you keep watching, and then and it's just as it gets closer and closer, it is, like I said, unmistakably a minecart. We can say like there's one you stop under one of the lights, one of the few and far between lights that there are in this tunnel now, and as it comes into the light, you see a minecart pushed by a man. Probably about Benny's age, probably slightly smaller than Benny's build, like just like a really strong looking guy. And he's just like pushing this cart, and there's not a lot of gold in it, but there's some gold in it, and he's just pushing. And as he steps into the light, his left eye, the pupil is dilated, and the whites are bloodshot, and he doesn't even look at you. If you try to stop him, you might, but you get the impression that he doesn't even notice you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get out of the way.
Let him
You
pass
get out of the way,
Yeah.
and he just doesn't stop. He just pushes that.
Hugsley turns around and goes, "You know what? I bet you that's what these people are doing with these cots here at the steakhouse. They're probably on some weird loot that they can't get out of."
Yeah, I bet you're right.
Digging for gold. All right. Let's keep going.
Okay. Continuing to go down. Eventually, you hear that familiar grinding again. Another cart pushed by a similar looking gentleman. Again, this time his right eye, dilated pupil, bloodshot eye, pushes past you. And again, with just like, not a great amount, but a small amount of gold in this cart as he just pushes past you. Eventually, continuing to make your way down, the mine sort of opens up again. You can find sort of this chamber, almost. You're unfathomably deep below the earth at this point. And there are 6 men just picking at the walls on either side, extracting little pieces of gold from this from the earth.
Did any of them react to us coming down, or are they presumably just kind of like the zombies, like the other fella?
Not one. Each and every one of them, if you were to look closer to them, you could get right up to their faces and they wouldn't move. And every single one of them, one eye or the other, most of them right, maybe 1 or 2 left. That eye is bloodshot with a dilated pupil. The path continues past them, but the tracks stop.
Hugsley goes, so what is this, some kind of caste system? If you get blessed, you get some kind of talent. If you get cursed, you're left to labor. Yeah.
That sounds like what the father here, and I give him a butt in the ribs with the butt of my gun. I'm like, sounds like this is what the father was talking about. Those that serve and those that lead. Yeah, father?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
This is it?
Load of horse shit. That's what I say.
This is what you're doing with God's grace, Father? Letting people toil away till their lungs turn black with coal dust? You son of a...
I reach over, I take the shit out of his mouth. This is it?
It's not up to me.
It's about
It's
fucking
up to
gold?
the blessing of the Lord.
Oh my God. Where the fuck did you read that what God wants most is a bunch of gold?
He didn't, sweetie. It's an excuse. And he puts the cloth back in his mouth.
Oh.
keep going.
That's his golden calf, sweetie. It's his golden calf.
So, continuing further down. The tracks have ended. There is no more gold. The sounds of picking and digging and rolling and grinding slowly fade away behind you. Give way to a whispering, louder this time. Everyone give me a listen check with a penalty die.
Okay.
Okay.
Because of the very clever maneuvering of Dicky Harrow.
So we kind of want to fail, right?
Well, I don't know.
So
62 over 20 for the ugly Benny.
yeah, so
Okay.
38 over 20.
Okay.
Okay. I rolled a 48 and a 28 under 60.
Okay, so they both pass.
Either way.
So I've got a success for Sweetie so far. Did anyone else succeed with a penalty die?
I'm a
Anybody else?
70 over 60.
Sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
Sanity check.
You're too good a listener, sweetie.
Yes, I am. Yeah. Yeah, that's a 63 over 55.
D6.
No.
1.
Okay. You lose 1 point of sanity. Not bad, all things considered.
My sanity's creeping lower and lower. Though.
I'm just chipping away. I am the water torture. I'm just like bloop, bloop, bloop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So finally, the path takes a sharp turn to the right. And there stands before you a rough, dusty wooden door.
Benny would like to check to see if it pulls or pushes.
It pulls.
Thanks. And then he's gonna look at the gang and go, "You ready?"
I'm gonna look at Dicky and take the cloth out of my ears and say, I don't want to be surprised by anything.
All right.
And take out my knife.
Benny, you want to do the honors?
Let's do it. Knuckle dusters ready. Opening the door.
Okay. As you open the door, instead of what might be, you might expect to hear like a creaking or some sort of like door noises. Instead, you all loudly hear, yeah, Shora, Flash. Everyone give me one more sanity check.
Woo! Out of the box.
Oh.
I'm good. 16.
24.
35 under 43.
Mm-hmm.
I failed. Yeah, 80.
Ned,
80.
You're muted. Did you fail as well?
I sure did.
Okay, so I'm seeing two failures, Dicky and Buddy.
85 over 50.
That's a 74 over 62.
Both of you roll a d6, please.
Me sideways.
This is happening with more and more frequency.
That's just a 2, DM.
No,
Okay.
I got a 5.
Buddy, subtract 2 from your sanity score. Dicky, subtract 5 and give me an intelligence check.
Madman with a gun, please. No, thank you.
I know, Jesus.
And half a face.
He's about to miss the other half of his face if he goes insane.
Oh, it's 63 under 65.
Oh no!
No, we dodged them all. No.
Kay is so happy. Kay is so
Someone take the gun! Someone take the fucking gun!
Dicky.
No! Why? That was my first one. It's my first one.
It's all that war, man. It's all the PTSD. You're right on the edge all the time. Oh, it makes perfect sense.
This whispering, like some kind of insect, bores its way deep into your ear. You feel just this intense urge to find the source of it. You have to know what it is that is making this whispering happen at the cost of everything.
I see what's happening, and I do a I'm going to try to do a psychoanalysis to staunch a bout of insanity for a day.
You can try.
Okay.
Do it,
Wow.
do it.
Save me, Hugsley.
34 under 60.
For a
So
day?
so like I see Dicky going loco, like I see it in his eyes, and I put my hand on his shoulder again, and I go, do you know where you are, Dicky?
Okay. So ordinarily a bout of madness would last for 1d10 rounds. So like up to a minute. Because you succeeded, and this is a K roll, I'm just making this up on the fly. Because you succeeded, let's say that this bout of madness is only going to last for 1d6 rounds.
Okay. So this says this will take me an hour to do.
Okay,
We don't
well,
have an hour.
well, yeah,
We do
no,
not have an
I forget. We waive that. It's just a 1d6. You are able. You as a person who knows this man are able to like get through to him.
Yeah. He's
To
just
some
giving
extent.
me some. He's giving me some emergency therapy.
It could be
Yeah,
just
exactly.
one.
And it says it staunches a temporary indefinite insanity for a day.
Well, so that means that if after this 1d6, he won't be able to like get that temporary.
I like
insanity.
Kay's ruling makes perfect
I
sense.
like Kay's
It'll just-
And I
yeah,
approve
yeah,
of Kay's ruling too.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, but just so I know, Dan, where are you seeing that roll? Just so I can double check.
I just looked up Call of Cthulhu skills psychoanalysis.
Does it give you like a page in the rule book by any chance?
Not
Oh
that I-
wait, skills psychoanalysis. All right, hold on one second. Pause, everybody. Rules break. Let's play some rules break music.
Rules break. Rules break. We're checking the book. We're taking rules break.
Wow, this is a full rules break.
Alrighty, I'm getting the impression that this would be in the Investigator Handbook. The Investigator Handbook for Call of Cthulhu, 7th edition, ladies and gentlemen.
You
Okay,
can get it
skills,
at any
skills.
place where you would look for this sort of.
Brought to you by Chaosium, a fantastic company. I highly recommend all of their products. Skills, the skill list, page 97.
97, we're looking about. La, da, 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 da.
Skills, the skill list. Okay, that's all fighting, animal handling, appraise. We're in the A's. I got to get all the way to the P's. Psychology, psychoanalysis. Okay, the skill refers to the range of emotional therapies. In game, which requires 1d6 months of institutional. Successful use of the skill can allow a character to cope with the subject of a phobia or mania for a short time, or see delusions of what they are. In play, to ignore the effects of money for a brief period, allowing a catastrophe to hide.
This rules break brought to you by Syrinscape.
That's right. Okay.
This is awfully jaunty for my fate hanging in the balance.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, I think I sort of accidentally kind of ruled it perfectly. It can staunch like the flow of this, so I'm going to say it can shorten the duration. So where were we? Dicky, roll a d6. and you will have a bout of madness that lasts for 1d6 rounds instead of 1d10.
I got a 2.
Okay.
Right.
Nice.
So for 20 seconds, 12 seconds.
Math.
For an honest-looking guy like you, 12 seconds.
20.
For 12 seconds,
12
Dicky.
seconds.
For 12 seconds, you just feel this intense urge. You have to know, what is this whispering coming from? And it sounds like it's coming from behind this door, this now open door.
Okay. All right.
Dicky,
So
all right?
I hear this whispering, and as it like washes over him, as it washes over him, he
My hand's still on his shoulder.
suddenly he's just back in a trench, and the whispering turns into the soft voice of one of his company, another fellow in his company, Avery Daniels.
Ooh.
And it's the dead of night. They've been on watch for an hour and like 45 minutes. Every once in a while, a shot rings out, but otherwise, it's just it's just no man's land silence. The world has been torn asunder all around.
Yeah.
And Avery says, "Come on, you do a peek, I give you 3 cigarettes. Come on, just a peek. 3 cigarettes, and for a peek, that's all. That's what are you afraid of?" And Dicky goes,
Jesus.
"You son of a bitch! What do you even want me to see over there? I don't know. Maybe some German broad. 3 cigarettes for a peek. Just one peek. That's all you get." All right. Okay. 1 peek. What? 4 in the morning? What are they? They're not looking anyway, right?
Oh my god.
And he turns, and he just pokes his head just this far over the line of the trench. And I snap back to reality, and I just fucking lose it and charge into the room.
I'm holding him. I'm holding him.
Can we make a check of some sort, Kay, to try to grab him?
You can give me an opposed fight brawl roll, since this is essentially a fighting maneuver.
I will do
Hugsley, you can roll 1 too. And I guess Dicky would have to roll 1 as well to like break free of their grasp.
Do I have any advantage?
Essentially, since you're both rolling, I'll just take the better one. So you effectively already have advantage. But before we do that, Dicky, Trevor, I want so badly to give you an inspiration for that.
I already have one.
You already have one. So, but here's what I'll say: you can give any one of your fellow investigators an inspiration.
I will give it to Hugsley because he helped me out.
Hugsley will take an inspiration. Hugsley, take an inspiration for Dicky's fantastic choice to incorporate some of that beautiful bit of Dicky lore into this story. I'm so jazzed on that right now.
That's his stage name, Dicky Lore.
Incredible.
I'd pay to see it.
Yeah. So
you charge into the room. Okay.
Well, are folks trying to roll to stop me?
Oh yeah. Okay. What are the results of the roll? Dicky, what did you get? Hugsley and Buddy, what did you get?
So what is this?
I failed.
Fight brawl.
Fight brawl.
Fight brawl. Yep.
Even with the bonus dice, you failed?
Oh, I got a 100.
You got a. Oh, Dicky failed. Dicky failed.
I got a 100.
Yes.
Dicky fails miserably. You are between. Yeah, so Dicky, you try. You hear this whispering come like boring into your ear, not unlike the hot lead of a bullet in the trenches of World War I into your eye, and just feel this urge. You have to know. You have to know. You try to charge forward, but Hugsley on one side and Buddy on the other each manage to get like an arm, a hand onto one of your arms, and they hold you back.
Can I say what Hugsley says?
Of course.
Yeah. So Hugsley has his hand on his shoulder, and he feels him try to tear away, and he goes, "Remember where you are. Remember who's here with you.
Yeah.
Say where you are, Dicky. Where are you?
Fucking go! Let me fucking go! I'm gonna end this war right now!
And Buddy, and I imagine like Buddy,
Everybody home for fucking Christmas!
and Buddy and Hugsley, I imagine like we get him under the arms and we have him like up against like one of the walls of the mine, and we're like, Dicky, come on, buddy, come on, hold
Dicky,
on now,
Look around.
Where
Where are you?
Look where you
Answer
are, buddy.
The question, Dicky.
Belgium!
Look around.
Keep
Use
your eyes open.
eyes.
Come on.
Use your senses, boy.
And
Where are you?
And Buddy has a hand like behind Dicky's neck, and he's just caressing the back of his neck. He's like, "Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm
Dicky,
right.
say
We're
where
right
you
here,
are.
Dicky. Open your eyes, Dick. Come on."
I don't know. Can I try to like?
I think they're able to hold you back for 20 seconds. You rolled a 2, right?
I rolled,
so 12
I
or
rolled
12
a
seconds.
100.
No, but for the duration of your bout of sanity,
Oh,
you
yes,
rolled a 2,
yeah,
I think,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
so I think 12 seconds, they're able to hold you back for 12 seconds. And yeah, the reality of the moment slowly starts to sink back in. And you realize you're not in Belgium. You can see, looking around, you can see how you may have been confused. You're surrounded by Earth. You're terrified. You have these brothers in arms doing their best to save your life. But it fades away. It fades away.
Okay. So
Say where you are, Dicky.
Where? I'm
Hey, Dicky, right here. Look at me, Dicky. It's all right.
I'm in Ohio.
Yeah,
I'm in Ohio.
Right.
That's right. That's right, you son of a bitch. You're in Mayfield.
I'm in Ohio.
Attaboy. Hey, you did good, Dicky. You did good. You're all right.
You
All right,
survived
buddy.
worse, my friend.
And Buddy slicks an arm under his shoulder and he holds him tight. And he holds him against his chest as he cries. And he's just like, all right. You did good, soldier. You did good.
And he reaches a hand up and he clasps it around his T-frame glasses. And he rips the mask off. And this is probably the first time all of you have seen it.
Yeah.
This eye is completely gone. And there's this really pretty gnarly scar that runs from, up into his hair, down across his nose. And it stops right above his cheek. And it's just a hole. It's just like you know what I mean? Like the bullet went in and like tore away part of his skull. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, there's just a toll.
Yeah, it missed the brain. It just went in. It went in through the eye and like out the side.
Yeah, just like this.
Hugsley looks Dicky square in the eye.
But he can't see him because he's holding him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he just took off his glasses, so something changed.
Yeah.
Right.
I look back at Hugsley. I
look him square in the
Yeah.
eyes, and I go, Hugsley Laka, nice to meet you, Dicky Harrow.
Yeah. Yeah, you too.
I'll reach out a hand to him and say, "It's Susan." And I say, "Did your mama grow flowers when you were growing up?"
Yeah. Sunflowers.
Sunflowers?
They were taller than the house.
Let me see if I got anything like that. And I fish through my bag a little bit.
Wow.
And I say, "No dice.
Oh.
How about Rose?"
That's just fine. That's just fine.
And I'll just take it out and spritz it in the air between us, and then unscrew the top and just run it under his nose a little bit, and then close it and put it back in my bag.
I'd like to come over, put my hand on Dicky's shoulder and go, "You beautiful son of a bitch. Let's finish this."
Buddy takes a second. He reaches inside his vest pocket and he pulls out a silver star. like an old deputy star. And he pins it onto your jacket. And he just goes, hey, you most certainly deserve this more than I do, my friend. And he puts it on there. And he pats it on your chest and he goes, what do you say we follow what Benny said and we finish this?
And last thing Hugsley does is he picks up Dicky's rifle off the ground and he looks at it, he hands it to him, and he says, you're really good with this. He gives it back to you and he says, even with this in your hands now, you can breathe. You can remember where you are. You can take your time, Dicky.
Thank you. Thank you, all of you. I ain't never known any people like you. I think there's only one thing left to say now. Sassafras.
Incredible.
Okay, so
Oh, thank you, Dicky.
oh my god, I love this game. I love this game so much, and I love all of you so very much. Okay, you stand, all of you, basically having a goon hug, a big old group hug, which I will say, all of you gaggle in the chat were part of that hug. I feel like a group hug was necessary for everyone. let me just like, can I just do like 10 seconds for everybody who needs it to like open up their little like safety love box? Let's just do like 10 seconds. Let's just do like a little 10 seconds of safety love box.
Oh man, that's a good old box.
Wow, there's so much safety and love in this box. It feels so nice and warm.
Yum, yum, yum.
Okay, I'm done. Okay. God damn it, you guys are good at this game. Okay, so you basically you stand in this doorway, all five of you having this like group hug, and then it just the reality sort of starts to like slowly crawl back in and cover the brief moment of safety and respite that you all feel as Dicky returns to his senses and comes back to the moment. Thanks in no small part to the expert healing, mental healing, well above its time of Hugsley Lacquer, and just the love of his friends. But as that safety and that love starts to like settle in and get kind of encroached upon by the darkness of this mine, you look in the direction that you were walking. You look forward and you find that you are at the entrance to a room deep beneath the ground, better lit than anywhere else in the tunnel you have been so far. Just lights all the way around this perfectly round room, illuminating both downward to the rough, dirty ground and up to a ceiling. This room is a perfect like hemisphere. It is just like this carved, hewn, flawless half of a sphere. And at the center of that sphere, on the ground, you see this huge rock. It's massive. Standing just before that rock, looking at all of you, is an elderly man. Just that horseshoe, that like male pattern bald head of like horseshoe white hair from his temples to like the back of his head. A very well manicured and pointed mustache and like a little goatee. And he's just staring at all of you with this confused look on his face. And it comes to you. You hear this like tink, 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 that slowly comes to a stop. As another man, crouched down next to this rock, hammering away at it with a hammer and chisel, looks up at the other older gentleman, sort of does a double take towards you and realizes that you're all standing there. He slowly comes to stand next to the elderly gentleman. And Hugsley recognizes the young man.
No.
He looks all too familiar. You can tell immediately, Hugsley, that this man is none other than Grey Boyd. All of a sudden, all 5 of you hear, echoing inside your heads, "Ya Sura Us." And we'll see you next week.
No!
It's not fair!
Oh my god.
We're all gonna die!
God damn.
I need a drink.
Wow.
Yo.
I need a drink.
You haven't been drinking
I
this
hear
whole
you,
time?
Dan.
Oh my god.
Holy hell.
No.
Gaggle. You guys rock.
Right?
Ooh.
Does the gaggle not rock?
They are the best.
Y'all,
Oh, I need a cigarette. I don't
I
smoke
mean-
cigarettes, but I need one.
I hear you. I hear you. I'm right there with you. Holy shit. What an amazing game it is we play. I should let the gaggle know. I said to Trevor over the break, I had initially an ending in mind for this story that I wasn't thrilled about. I kind of knew where I wanted it to go. I didn't really expand too much on what was in the book. I was like, we'll see where it goes. That's where we were going until Dicky Harrow threw a punch at Wesley Frost, the butler.
The punch heard round Mayfield.
That one moment changed this entire story. And Trevor got an inspiration tonight for something totally unrelated. But during the break, I said to him, I'm so glad you got that, because I was thinking about just giving you one anyway. Because like that was the catalyst that like shunted the ending of this story as it should be into my head. And that's what we have now. And that's what we are approaching. And that is what you will hear next week.
Jesus Christ.
In episode 12. The finale. of Madness and Mercy.
Calling it right now.
Yeah.
Yo, next
Trevor,
week
you
is
did
the
some
finale.
real life
Next week is the finale. This is a quad. What is a docillogy? What I don't know.
Dodecahedron?
Wow,
A
a
dodecahedron?
Yeah,
That's
what is it for
beautiful.
12? So amazing. So many things just like fell into place last week. I've been like chomping at the bit all week because like Wednesday night I was like, what the hell am I gonna do? And then all of a sudden it was like, boop.
Oh, that's what I'm gonna do.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Queen
Incredible.
Moon K wants to know if we can know what Howard's blessing was since he's dead.
I would tell you, except I don't really know. And I don't have to decide now because he's dead.
Oh shit.
I don't know. Come up with something. If
Maybe
I like
that,
it, if I like it, it can be the canonical choice for what his blessing would have been.
Okay, maybe we can figure what that is on Goon Talk this week.
Maybe. Are you inviting me to guest on Goon Talk this week?
I may or may not be.
Oh my goodness! I may or may not accept. Well,
This episode was a lot. This
That was a lot,
this
y'all.
was a
it
lot.
was, wasn't it? It truly
Thanks
was.
for saving me,
Sure done
Hugsley.
diddly was.
Always, boo boo. I was trying to save you before you even went up the stairs. I was like,
I
this
wasn't
is not
ready.
the right-
I wasn't ready for
I
you
was
to
like, this
save
is
me
not
yet.
the right mind frame to like try to do all this.
All right, y'all. I love this game. I love my players. What do we even need to say? Get dice from Modern Artifice. They are really good at
Do
making
it.
dice.
Do it.
The Patreon.
Fucking
Yes.
awesome.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go in order.
Patreon.
Okay. So, all right. Hang on. Let me roll a sanity check. Hold on. I passed. So, friends, if you like what you heard tonight, I ask you first to tell somebody about it. Tell them that they have 7 days to catch up on the story that we've been telling here on Madness and Mercy.
7 days.
Oh, while I'm doing my little housekeeping diatribe here, all of you do your luck rolls. Thank you, Queen Moon. Queen Moon.
Thank
Someone else may have
you.
reminded me earlier, but Queen Moon was the first one I saw.
And we're trying to
your
roll
luck rolls-
over.
Yeah. Try to roll higher than your luck score. If you do, roll a d10, add that to your luck score. You don't need to tell me what you get. I trust you all. So, friends, while the goons are doing their luck rolls, I will ask you if you enjoyed what you saw tonight, and I certainly hope you did, because I sure did. And I don't want to be too selfish. I'd like to share some of that with you. Tell somebody that they have a week to catch up. All of these are on YouTube. They can start at episode 1. If they don't want to catch up, they just want to watch this one. Honestly, I feel like this was our best work. So they can just watch this one. They can get the recap from someone else. It's fine. Or actually, no, do watch it, because I think we did some good work in all those other ones too. And then next Wednesday, that's Wednesday, March 23rd, I will be 1 year older. My birthday's the 20th.
Yay!
It is my Passion of the Christ birthday. I'm turning
Yay!
33.
An exciting one.
So we can all watch how this story ends on the 23rd. Did I say? Yeah, the 23rd. Yeah, I already forgot. The 23rd. I had to check my calendar again. The 23rd at 6 p.m. Eastern. Here on Twitch, we will be finishing this story. This episode is going to be on YouTube. It'll be uploaded to YouTube at midnight on the 21st. So, my late grandmother's birthday. It's going to be up on YouTube. So you can watch it. And, a few days later, it's going to come off of Twitch. So, if you're not really a Twitch person, you can watch it on YouTube. Before that, though, if you want to listen to it earlier, just listen to the audio. The audio of this is going to go up on our patron-only RSS feed tomorrow night at midnight on Thursday. It's going to be boop, it's going to pop right on there onto our RSS feed. So if you're a subscriber to our Patreon, then you're just going to get it. It's just going to happen. It's just going to be there for you. You can do with it whatever you want. So that's step one.
With our love. Sorry.
That's right.
So
that's step one. That step one is to tell somebody to come join us next week. Step 2. If you feel like you still have more to give to the gaggle, to the Goonosphere, or as I realized as I was just driving my car randomly, I was like, why the hell didn't I call it the Gooniverse? That's so much better. So the Gooniverse and or the Goonosphere. If you still feel like you have more to give to the Gooniverse / the Goonosphere, hop on our YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube, hit the bell icon to get notifications when we upload new videos to our YouTube. It's not just Madness and Mercy. We put all kinds of stuff on there.
STRAHDCAST!
Including, thank you, Tyler, the STRAHDCAST. So if you still feel like you have more to give,
that was Dan.
Then I implore you, go on to Spotify or Apple Podcasts or both. Anybody you know who has a phone that gets podcasts, just say hey, can I borrow this? I need to call my mom. And then while you're pretending to do that, leave us a 5-star rating on any of those podcast apps. We're on all the podcast apps. Give us ratings on everything, whatever you have the time and the capacity to do. If you still have done all of that and you still feel like you have more to give to the Gooniverse and or the Goonosphere, check out our Patreon. We have a Patreon. It's the only thing that I've mentioned so far that will cost you any money, and it costs as much as you would like it to cost. You can do $5, $10, $15, whatever. That gives you access to our Discord. We pop in there all the time. We answer questions. We chat with you guys. I sit at my computer all day. If I'm working and I'm like, I don't know how to solve this problem, I take a 5-minute break. I'm going to check the Discord. And if you're saying, hey, Kay, you're really cool, I'm going to be like, hey, thanks. You're really cool, too. And the same goes for all of these beautiful faces surrounding me. So check out our Patreon. Check out our Discord. Leave a review for the STRAHDCAST. Also, come check out the next episode of the STRAHDCAST, which is dropping on YouTube on Sunday at noon Eastern. We do a live listen. So even if you're not part of the Discord and the Patreon, you can still chat with us. We are there on Sundays listening to new episodes of the STRAHDCAST with the community. And like I've said before, even if even if you think that all of us are like, yeah, we're kind of cool, but like, are we $5 a month cool? I don't know. Let me tell you something. The gaggle, the rest of the community that has
the
like
gaggle
risen
is
up,
$5 a month cool. That's for
That's
sure.
the gaggle is worth
exactly
whatever. Like
Fire.
this, like we, you know, I think that we are all pretty cool people, but I could be wrong. I could. We could all just be a bunch. We could all just be a bunch of like nerds hanging out in our houses playing TTRPGs on Twitch.
That's true.
I mean, we are, but
I'm crazy. I'm insane.
However, the people who come hang out with us are so cool. So if you want to join our Patreon, I urge you to do so, and just hang out with the really cool people that have like gathered up around this content that we make, and it's really fun. We love all of you, and in fact, I mean, even if you're not a member of the Patreon, if you're here watching this, whether it be on Twitch, on YouTube, listening to it wherever, you're already a member of the gaggle. So we love you so dearly, and we just want to get to know you better. I think that's all I got. Goons, take it away.
Oh,
that was thorough, okay? You covered it, baby.
That did it.
Thanks for hanging out. That's all I got. Love
Trevor,
you.
would you like to leave our friends with a good old little bit of
yes, thank you again for joining us, everybody. And no matter where you are, no matter what time it is, no matter what you're doing, take your day with advantage.
Hey, good night, everybody.
Talk to you soon, Gaggle. We love you.